Oh, change and put the change in the game.
The third verse. The third verse.
Third verse podcast. Big day. We swinging for the fences. 200 mil. 200 mil. 200 mil.
And again. And again. And again. This him again, Drake. Get him, Drake. Get him, Drake. Hit him. Hit him, Drake. Punch him, Drake. Punch him all you can, Drake. Hit him in his face, Drake. He's still awake, Drake. Get him.
Oh, God. I know this is everything that you've been wanting. You've been talking about this for weeks. I hope he diss him again. I hope he diss him crazy again. And here we are.
Oh, my goodness.
Here we are.
You know, let me tell you something. Drake never ceases to show his Caucasian side of the shit with this diss. He's everything a mixed man is supposed to be. He exemplifies both sides of who he is. He got his black father with the things that he was saying and his pettiness. Then he's exemplifying the behavior of his white mama not standing behind his diss. So, white folks can shit on you, and then in public they act like they ain't do nothing to you. So that's what he did right here. So he's a mixed kid. He's confused. You know what I'm saying? The white side of him is telling him to sue, and the black side of him is telling him to continue to jump inside of a fight that he cannot win. Black people we do that a lot. Start fights that we know we can't win.
Okay.
That's a problem we have in our community. We fighting the wrong. See, Drake is fighting the wrong person here. You know what I mean?
Are you surprised? I'm not going to say that I know this isn't something that you hoped he would do, but are you surprised that he actually did it? He's going back to the well.
No.
He's dissing a lot of people, but he's dissing Kendrick still dissing Kendrick.
I'm not surprised because he's doing what he's supposed to do. Why else are we interested in what he has to say at this point in his career?
It's a bit of a mic drop right there, Stat.
Just being honest, because he's never been political. He's not settled down with a woman. He's had tumultuous relationships. He's not gonna let us in. What else is he gonna talk about that's gonna drive the interest of this project? Besides the battle and how everybody turned their back on him. Because when you rap about people hating on you for your entire career, now you actually have people really talking shit about you. It brings substance to what you have to say, so it makes people want to engage and listen. And it makes third verse, we love it as a platform. I got the top Drake hater sitting right in front of my face. You know what I'm saying? and me, I'm listen, I know we're gonna get into it, but I thought the actual raps were good. You know what I'm saying? So, I think the raps were good. They were good raps, good verses. We'll talk about it as we had a pre-conversation. So I could say my thing, so I could say what I needed to say correctly. As to not push blame on someone, but we'll get into it. I'll let you get your Justin host thing off.
For people who are unaware of what we're talking about here, Iceman Week, yes.
Not to cut you out. So on the left side of us, it looked like half of our face is showing. Is that how people see us?
Let me see.
You
half
see?
Of our face.
Look on the left side. On the left side, whereas you and me together, like you on where the time shows, you can only see the top half of my face, and I can only see the bottom half of you.
I'll send you a screenshot of what I'm seeing, and you can point out what you're talking about because I don't quite understand what you're saying.
Okay, let me send you a picture of what I'm seeing. Boom. Okay, hold on. Don't mind the blurry screen, dog. Just deal with that.
Let's see. All right, let's see.
So to the left, look at it. Yeah, it's blurry. I know.
To the left.
You see? Oh, you can't even see it.
I can't even really see it. It's like, but you see the screenshot that I'm seeing. How about this? Hey, Chad, let us know if we're cut off. Are we cut off in here?
Yeah, no, it's good. Let us know, chat. Let's
You
get
and
up in
Justin
chat.
have half the screen each. That's so interesting.
Oh, so somebody see it, right?
Let's see.
I knew I
No,
wasn't.
this one says both look fine. You look good. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Well, there it is. Let me shut
Back
up.
to our regularly scheduled programming. Big night last night. We got the first leaks, I guess, or first listen, taste of what Iceman might sound like with 1 a.m. in Albany. And this is a classic timestamp track that people have come to love from Drake. And he's taking all kinds of shots at people. There are subs in there at LeBron James. There are subs in there. People are calling this a J. Cole sub. I really want him to go more direct to J. Cole, but that's a totally different separate conversation. And there's a lot of things that sound Kendrick directed. There's also some Dr. Dre shots in there. And the internet went up last night.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. I don't like the Dr. Dre shots. You know, I don't like that at all. But hey, enjoy yourself with that. You know what I mean? That never ends well for anyone. So like, you just enjoy yourself with that. Clearly, that's my family. I'm gonna say this now. Just get it out the way, okay? Me listening to this, I hear, as a person that writes rhymes and have done them collaboratively with people, it definitely feels like it's a collaborative effort. Some of the things, when you start breaking it down, you start hearing the collaborators within the record. I personally can hear the collaborators within the record, but I don't want to put that out there to say I know for a fact. I haven't had a conversation, and there have been times where I have been accused of writing something that I had nothing to do with. You know, it was a Game Eminem song, and People's Bizarre went and did an interview and said I wrote it, and I had nothing to do with that. And I had to call Paul and like, yo, I had nothing to do with that. Game wrote that, you know, as Game write all this stuff, but they tried to put it on me as if I had something to do with it. So, but listening to this track, it's just certain things he said that he's not even the information, or even him even talking about it. Like, it's not even it's not where he's at. So I'm gonna say that and just leave it like that, instead of offline. Me and Justin don't have our chats, but because we are broadcasting to the world, and I have not had conversations with to get any information, I'm gonna say that this. I just know for a fact Drake didn't sit up in his car and just be like, nah.
So you mean to tell us the first song we hear from Iceman, and you are telling us it sounds like someone else wrote it? Is that what you're telling us?
I think he wrote. I think it was a collaborative
effort. Yeah, it was a collaborative effort.
I definitely think it's a collaborative, which most of his music is at this point. When you get to this level, Justin, like it's like a basketball. You think LeBron James don't got trainers, and he got trainers. He got people, and I know some people in the chat like, man,
is that what we're calling? Wait, real quick. I gotta stop it. That's what we're calling it, trainers.
I mean, it's what it is, dog. You gotta have yo, bro. You know,
I just like your phrasing. I think the way you describe it is amazing.
It's
Drake's trainers.
It's an art. It's an art. It's an art, and there are people that are really good at that. You know what I'm saying? You have artists that are good at that as well. A lot of artists ghostwrite for other artists all the time. Just because they're artists don't mean they're not good writers for other people. So,
but I thought Drake. Wait, real fast. I just want to make sure we're all in agreement here. I thought Drake wrote his timestamp records. That's what everybody tells me. They tell me, but we know when the timestamp record comes on, that's how we know it's really Drake.
But who said that?
Drake fans. OVO Nation.
Well, Justin. Okay. You know how, like, when we watched D Wade in the USA Olympics and he was faster than everybody else? Or we saw Barry Bonds hitting those home runs and they was like, yo, what the hell, he got bigger? To the untrained eye, just like, oh, Barry Bonds got better, and D Wade really like, oh, he must have worked out. But to the trained ear, which is myself, without anyone having to tell me anything, because I am a collaborator and I've been doing it for a very long time, this was a collaborative effort.
Okay.
And it was and it was not a Canadian in there collaborating with him. The person that collaborated with him was American. These are American people in there writing with him. Hey,
I've said it many times. I don't have a problem with collaborative writing. I just want to make sure I understand what you're saying. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah. I mean,
Make sure we get it. You know, it's a whole. It's called. I was saying this on Culture United last night. It's called the music industry, right? It's not called the music community center. People are gonna do what they need to do to turn a profit, even if it means, you know, getting a trainer on songs that you have a reputation for writing by yourself.
But who gave him that reputation? He didn't say that.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just trying to keep up with, you know, the energy and the ethos and the narratives that, you know, come out of.
You're trying to keep up with the arguments with arguments of people that's not in the know. It's like sometimes like on our comments, like on Instagram and these different places where we post content, I really be trying to go back and forth with people. But then I think to myself, these people have no clue what's going on. When somebody tries to question what I'm saying, like they can't even fathom or understand my life because I've been in this thing for over 20 years and I've seen what I've seen. So having conversations about things that I know happened and somebody telling me it didn't happen is absolutely hilarious. So like when you're talking about these fans that you speak of and they're talking about things that's going on with him and what he is and he isn't doing, right? They have no idea what he's doing. They just making assumptions based off of something they're pulling out of thin air to have an argument. I'm saying in order for him to sustain this level, there's nobody, you know, there's collaborative shit going on. You know what I'm saying? From what he's got going on.
Okay.
Because the consistency at which he puts out music. Name somebody who's consistently putting out this much product and they're just no one's doing anything. Think about all the greats and how they stretch things out. Because it takes if you're just in there by yourself, it takes a long time to do something like such as this. Drake puts an album out every 1 or 2 years. You know what I mean? He's got is he not? He just put out the thing with Party Next Door, collaborative effort.
No, I look, I'm just, you know, it makes sense to me. You know, I just want to make sure I understand what you're saying. So you're saying that you were comparing Drake to the greats, and you say the greats usually stretch things out, and Drake doesn't do that. So
no,
I just want to make sure I heard you correctly.
I'm saying in this modern day and time, no, because I think he is a great, but in this modern day and time to keep up, right, to sustain that level, and then the way the sound changes. You know, he brings Yachty, Cash Cobain. These are known collaborators because the leaks, these things have come out. You know what I'm saying? We've heard the reference tracks. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but Drake also collaborates. You know, he's written. I mean, 21 Savage admitted that Drake wrote some stuff for him, and he said it. Like this is not something that I'm just saying out of thin air. So that's my thing when people try to disqualify him from certain conversations because he's had people collaborate with him. When all of the greats, all of them, have had collaborators in some kind of way. They're not sitting there writing all the hooks. They're not sitting there writing them like they're having people in there with ideas and like, no, they might not be writing the song, but if I'll give you an example. Keisha Cole has one of the most unique processes of writing that I've ever come by. What she does is, the time I worked with her, we literally have a conversation. And whatever the conversation is, she turns the conversation into a record. Now, Jay-Z did that on a song I told you about some time ago that we was talking about the Gilbert Arenas thing. And he took the conversation and basically took our whole conversation and turned it into a verse, which was crazy. It never came out, but Keisha Cole will sit in the room and we're having a whole debate, like one of those male-female debates on men do this and women do this. And then from that debate, then we'll start writing the record based on the debate. So I'm saying when you're talking about some of the greats, like let's say a Kendrick Lamar, no one's sitting writing Kendrick's verses. But Kendrick will take a conversation that he'll have with someone and turn that into records. This is a fact. You know what I mean? He'll take a conversation that he'll have with somebody and be like, oh, okay, cool, boom. And then that'll be a song, you know? So it's still, whether people want to say it's not right in the rhyme, it's still collaborative thought going in there. Nobody's processing just brain just by themselves. It's just me. I'm in here by myself, locked in a room. We all working together to make something that's great. That's my point.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I mean, I actually, I know someone left a comment on Culture United last night or this morning. They said, Justin, I know you're a purist, but it's crazy watching how consistently you hate on Drake. And I don't necessarily think I hate on Drake, but either way, I know I can come across as a purist, but I am someone who understands that hip hop is competitive, but it's also collaborative. There's so many of our favorite songs, our favorite albums that one person just couldn't make. And I think, honestly, that is when you actually get a chance to get to the best product. When you have the best people in the room putting their best ideas forward onto a track. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't expect. But I personally, and I'll be honest about this, I legitimately thought he was writing the timestamp raps, and I didn't think about whether or not I should believe where I was hearing that from until you just said it right now. And I'm not even saying that. I'm not saying that as a slight. I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to poke holes in what he's talking about. But I was under the impression that he personally just wanted to write timestamp raps because they're basically just raps. They're not. It's not even really a song. Hadn't even crossed my mind until you said this morning, first thing in the morning, right here on Third Verse Thursdays. Happy Third Verse Thursday, every third verse again.
Please subscribe, everybody that's in the chat that ain't subscribed, rocking with you. But this is the thing, Justin. What I'm trying to say to you is, I'm not saying he's not writing it. I'm saying it's a collaborative effort. I'm saying it's collaborative thought and collaborative penmanship going on.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say. I think that, like I said, the Dr. Dre thing was lame. I think it was lame. Not because that's my.
I mean,
I think it was lame. I think it was lame because your problem ain't with Dre. Your problem ain't with Dre. The LeBron thing, y'all have a personal relationship. You feel hurt. You want to express it. That's fine. I'm not mad at that. Nigga, Dr. Dre ain't do nothing to you. Dr. Dre ain't had nothing to do with nothing. You ain't say Top Dog name in here. Why you ain't say Top? Oh, you want to decode when it comes to them. Dre ain't finna do nothing to you. He chilling. You like what you saying, Dr. Dre name? Leave Dr. Dre alone, dog. Man, chilling, man. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Dre ain't said nothing about you. Oh, because he shook somebody's hand because his artist won a Grammy. So you mad because he did that? Man, get out of here, dog. You saying something about Lucian? Fine. You can have. What Dr. Dre got to do with you? Nothing. Oh, because you just want to mention the dude's name and you want to play on words? Man, you lame as hell. You lame as hell, dog. You lame for that. I'm saying it. You lame. I rock with you, Drake. I like your music, but you gotta leave my partner up out of it, man. And we not condoning any action that Dre did back in the days when he was wrong. That was wrong and out of pocket. But that's a 60-year-old man who has apologized on several occasions about his actions. So if everybody else can make a mistake and apologize, he's allowed to do that as well. You know what I'm saying? We ain't condoning the action, but we saying people can apologize for their actions. And I wasn't feeling that. You know what I mean? And then you having real game conversation on there. See, people not even listening to that. You saying treetop and cedar block. I mean, there's a lot of gang things going on with that. How you know about that? Who told you about that? Who told you about that? Who told you about treetops and 2 T's is from Treetop Pyru? Who had that conversation with you? Who did that, Drake? Did you learn that in Toronto? Huh? Nigga.
You learned at 1 a.m. in Albany.
You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying though? This what leads you to believe that there is some going on. What the hell he know about that? Come on, bro.
ChatGPT that does a great work.
Nah, bro.
Claude, you're right. It's Claude.
It's Claude now? Yeah, dog. Dude, I wasn't feeling that. But from a rap fan perspective, I'm all for it. I love it for third verse. I love it for all of us here, because what else do we have to talk about with this lack of talent going on out here? We're gonna talk about Lizzo later. She complaining to the label. How about you do what you did to get here? Then you won't have to do then you won't have to do something different to stay here. Can I get the Can I get the hits? Go down there with Teron. What Teron at? Ray, get Teron over there with her. Cause that's who wrote all Lizzo hits. Teron, by the way, from Rock City. Go on back down there with Teron. Go on back in there with what's the other dude that wrote Megan Thee Stallion something? I'm a savage. Huh. Sassy? I forgot dude's name. Go on back in there. Go on back in there. Go on back in there. That's the we're gonna get back on Drake and Kendrick, but it's so funny about the female empowerment movement. It's men writing the songs. It's like it's a bunch of niggas sitting writing these songs. That's the female empowerment. It's men. I know the men. You know what I'm saying? It's dudes writing them. But anyway, yeah. Collaborative efforts. This is what we're talking about. It's a lot of collaborating going on. 1 a.m. Was it 1 a.m. or 1 p.m.?
1 a.m. in Albany.
That's a collaborative thing, guys. Drake didn't sit in his car and write that in front of his house. Okay.
Happy Third Verse Thursday, everybody. You're tuned in live to the Third Verse Podcast Morning Show. We are starting off hot today. I have brand new thoughts because I was under the impression some things that, and I realize it's not just me. I mean, check out this super chat right here. Big shout out to Cali Chief. He said, Drake said he writes the timestamp records himself in his interview with Elliott Wilson.
Well, he lied. And Nicki Minaj said she write all her rhymes too. So, I mean, hey, lying is a thing. You know? Okay. All right. He lied. Well, he might have wrote all the timestamp records before this one. He could have. Yeah, but this one right here was a collaborative effort. I'm willing to bet this pinky right here, because I don't really use it a lot. So I'll bet this pinky on this hand that this was a collaborative effort. The conversation. Some of that LeBron stuff, I think that came from his heart, but some of this other shit, you know, it was collaborative thought. I want y'all to really, really take some time. I know some of y'all don't like it, but y'all should really take some time and listen to that 1 a.m. in Albany record. I listened to it 8 times, and I heard the collaborators as I listened to it. I want y'all to go do it.
You better make a drinking game out here.
I'm just saying, I heard it. I'm like,
really? You about to set up a scavenger hunt.
I'm like, I know him. I know him. I know that. I know him. I know that. I know you. I know you did that. Cause look, when I like, it's certain songs. When I would write a rhyme for somebody, I would put little shit in there, like that would refer back to me. Like I'd be like, oh, I'm colder than the Stanley Cup or some shit, right? Because my real name's Stanley. You know what I'm saying? I drop little nuggets, little fucking little stuff so people can go back and find it. That's how I would set my shit up. You know what I mean? And so if I'm him, or if I'm the people that's collaborating, you know, it's like a serial killer. You know, you want to have like you want to have your mark on the crime. You know what I'm saying?
Who's running the Facebook account? Who has that? Aaron? Robin?
Aaron.
Let me text Aaron. I want to get we had this connected to Instagram. I just took it off Instagram and put it on Facebook because I think that's just better, more promising. But I need him to change the headline on this. So I'll send him a text here in a second. I want to, how you want to do this, Stack? Because I do want to go through the bars that's actually on this song, or at least some of the things that people react to. Let's do this. Let's go respond to a couple of these super chats. Mm-hmm. And then we'll come back in and we'll start going, you know, through the bars in here and see how people are reacting to it on social media. Again, this is something that people have been waiting years for. This is Iceman Week. Iceman Week. There's not a lot of event projects, right? You know what they call it in film? A lot of blockbuster movies. Not a lot of blockbuster movies, maybe right now. Not really a lot of blockbuster albums that's happening right now. And this is the one that we've been waiting for. So your insight on this stat, I'm sure there's a lot of brand new thoughts for people right now.
I just want people to go listen to it. Just go listen to it. Just like when you hear a song where that song, I think it's, but that I gotta break sands, and then break hands. That I think it was Lil Yachty wrote it or whatever, or the one Cash Cobain wrote. Like when you listen to the record, you can hear the influence and the collaborator in the record. So I'm just saying, when you listen to this as a person, like listen to hear it, because you can hear the Drake. You hear the Drake when he says "Jeez Louise," that's Drake. That's Drake. When you hear "Jeez Louise" and all that, that's him. But certain things, which ain't my business because to be putting it out there, but certain things, spoon. Yes, spoon. I see you. I can see you in there. I know that's you. I know that's you that did that. I know it's you. Like, I thought to myself, I was like, should I make some calls? I'm not making no calls because I know. I don't need anyone to tell me. I don't need to be told. It's like somebody, like when the fire, you turn the eye on the fire, and someone's like, it's hot. I don't need to touch it to know it's hot. I don't need nobody to tell me that this man had somebody in there with him collectively doing this.
Yeah, maybe it was a good idea. People love the track, you know?
Yeah,
the reactions are very positive.
And just like I know he sent it to his attorneys and his lawyers. Can you imagine that the motherfuckers in suits sitting around playing that on the big speaker and just listen to it, and then they calling them up like they're having a call, letting them know, or whoever works with them, hey, based on what we're doing with Universal, we don't need you to. We're gonna say it leaks, so you don't stand next to it because of some of the things that you're saying in here. It kind of contradicts what we got going on. So it's diabolical at all, like all sides of this shit. Because me and Justin was planning on going live tonight after the album drop at 10 p.m. Well, you know, because we're in California. But we have to wait now because I'm sure the album is going to have so much.
Be so coded.
It's going to be so coded because him even doing this lets us know that he's going to be taking shots in a coded way. So we have to sit there and figure it out. I need to listen to it more and more times because when Justin was doing Culture United last night, I was listening to this.
I mean, that might be a good reason to do the members only live, to listen with the members.
Here we go again. I have no problems. Listen, members.
We're just trying to figure out which order we want to do it in.
Exactly.
I think it's beneficial. I think it has value to listen to it with all the third versicans crowing it up.
I don't have a problem with that. My thing is, all these people in this, it's 700 some people in here right now, and they all ain't members.
It's 843, 844.
844 people in here total, right? And they all ain't members. And I'm saying they here because you're one of the biggest haters of Drake on planet Earth. I've told you this, and I heard academics call Joe Budden this. I actually have to give it to you. You are Skip Bayless to LeBron, but you are that to Drake. You are one of the top-notch Drake haters. Me, I have levity. I feel and respect what he does, especially because I am a collaborator. I respect what he got going on. I still think he's one of the greats. I thought this track yesterday was good. And then my homeboy in Florida, he thinks this track is terrible. He thinks dude is a lame, and nothing that he has to say is good. He thinks the punchlines don't hit. They're corny. He's corny. Everything about him's not good. He told me that he can hear the lameness seeping through the beat. I woke up to that text this morning.
Look, people have a lot of positive things to say about this. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who feel very strongly about it. But let's get to these super chats. We'll start going line by line, looking at some of the reactions to 1 a.m. in Albany. Drake's, I guess perhaps the first look that we really get from Iceman. I guess depending if What Did I Miss, if all those songs are going to be on there at all. I'm hearing they're not, but we shall see. Big shout out to Tauntaun E2T, became a member. Thank you for joining the Third Verse community. Brand new Third Versikins. I love brand new Third Versikins.
Tauntaun is the Don Juan, getting money in that manyan. Tauntaun, we'll be gone. Here we go. Next. Boom.
You can't be losing interest so fast no more. You're going to devalue the freshness of the staff super chat.
I gave him on the Tauntaun. I hit him with the Tauntaun.
We got another one. Big shout out to Lils. This is our one of our moderators as well.
Oh, what's happening?
Brand new member.
We appreciate you. You a moderator, so you've been here. You know what I mean? You don't get no rap, but we.
You gotta give her a rap. She still became a member. She became a member, and she's working
what does that say?
Working with us.
Is that Lilac? What is that?
It says Lils SC.
Lil SC.
Surname Lillian.
Is it Lillian?
Yeah. We call her
let's
Lils.
see, Lils. Damn, that's a hard one. Pills and the Lils on the hills and the fields and how it feels with the Lils. I can't. Yo, I'm gonna have to write this one down. I gotta get my Drake in. Collaborators. Collaborators. I get my Aubrey on. Get somebody to help me with these raps, baby. I'm falling off. I gotta keep the pen sharp. Help me! Help me!
Oh my god!
That boy like Santa. He got little elves to come through. He got helpers. My dog got helpers.
Gosh, that's so funny. We got this one right here from Dave G 1017 PHI, so I guess Dave G 101 or 1017 Philly, I guess that's what it is. Pretty good analogy. Denzel has an acting coach.
Yeah, it's true. And that acting coach does not act as good as Denzel. I understand it and totally respect it. I mean, I pay my bills doing this type of stuff, so like I don't think anything's wrong with it. You know? So I have, when you're trying to make music, right? That billions of people are going to consume. The idea that of people thinking that one person just goes in the room and says, "Here we go," and that's it. Like, are you kidding me? Like, are you serious right now? It's a team. It's a team effort, guys, all the way around. It's not one person doing it. And all these songs that y'all love and that are great, most of them were collaboratively done with people. The Chronic 2001 was a collaborative effort. Like Autumn Chronics was one of the greatest albums ever. It's collaborative work. We go in there, everybody leaves their ego outside, and we go in there and we try to make the best song possible. So if you by yourself going right around, but me and 15 other people's going right around, me and the 15 gonna be better, and we got the best person delivering it. It's gonna be better. So this idea that I want to knock that down. This idea of you can't be great because you have people working with you is stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb. You know what I mean? And it's I would never disrespect some of the rappers that I have written for to talk about the things like that because I understand how naive the public is. But I wish it wasn't like that. I wish Nicki didn't have to run around here lying to say that she never had no help. When we know you had help. I would, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's self-inflicted, because I feel like she was using that to drive a wedge between or to separate herself from the rest of all these fire women MCs that are out here. And so she's like, I write my raps. And I'm not saying she doesn't write her raps. I'm just saying.
She do write raps, but she don't write all of them.
Right. And that she tries to make it seem like, I think she used that to elevate herself. And I think it's not the best strategy over time.
Dog. I can sit and write Cardi B whole album, right? I'm not gonna sound or say it like her. It's not gonna hit another woman like it's gonna hit when she say it. That's just period. What I would like, what I think happens too when we I touched on female rap. It's not enough female rap writers to me because the point of view, a lot of the perspectives still end up feeling very, very masculine to me. Because as I just told you, I can hear through certain things. Like when I hear Kanye West rhyme, I know exactly what Kanye wrote, and I know exactly what the collaborator. Right. Yeah, what's up with me? Collaborators. Collaborators wrote.
All the pivotal people in the room.
Exactly. I can hear the collaborators when I hear Kanye's joints. I can hear what he wrote. So it's the same thing like with these females when they write something. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a woman that said that. But then when I hear it's a man, that's a man that wrote that. That's not a woman.
What's that? This is for people, you guys don't realize this. We have a segment called From the Vault where we take conversations that we recorded before we officially launched the podcast. We take some of the best moments and we put them out on the channel. And there's a story you told about Cardi B and Dr. Dre in the studio, or what that might be like.
No, I said that would be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious.
No, because
it's such a crazy image in my head.
Yeah, because of the addiction.
Yeah, right.
And the frustration, it's very frustrating. I mean, everybody's aware of the story when he made Gwen Stefani cry because she was trying to record her vocals. He's very into diction and inflection. Like He's very like, we went to the house and in the spit. Like if you hear Eminem and if you hear Kendrick, like it's very like the diction is very
Didactic.
emphasized. Yeah. So a lot of times Cardi, when she raps, it's like it's very like it's corny. Like that's not, you're not getting out of the booth doing that. You're not. He's not. You're not getting out corny. Like nah, we gonna keep doing that line until you get it right. And his level of patience is something you've never seen before. So he'll sit there and make you do it over and over and over and over and over again. It's crazy. Quick story. I was working with this artist, with Dre. Not gonna say the artist's name because I don't know if this person knows that people have collaborated. So I'm in there. We're doing, it's like a bounce track. So he's double time rapping, but this artist does not double time rap. So we all wrote it. I think Corrupt's brother, it was me and Corrupt's brother, Roscoe, wrote it, right? So he's in there trying to do it. Legendary figure, you know what I mean? So I'm in there. Dre's out in the by the kitchen eating a steak. So I'm recording this dude's vocals. Iconic man, okay? I'm recording his vocals, trying to get him to do it. When I tell you this man cussed me out crazy, I'm such and such. Don't nobody want to hear me rapping all fast. Da-da-da-da. It's some bullshit. Da-da-da-da. Yo, listen, yelling at me. I'm not doing this shit. Boom, like really like had a tantrum on me, right? I'm like, oh shit. I'm nervous because I'm like, damn, it's like this nigga's a legend. You know what I'm saying? I grew up listening to this dude.
Okay.
I go out to the thing. I'm like, Dre, man, old boy will not. He said, man, he not recording this. He can't get it. He don't rap like this. His fans don't want to hear him rapping like this. Dre was like, don't worry, dog, I got you. That nigga Dre finished his steak. He walked back in the room. He sat at the console. And he told old boy to go back on the mic. And bruh, when I tell you, he produced this man's vocals, and it was so hard. The song never came out, but it was so hard. And Dre looked at me like, you know, I was like, damn, you know, it's levels to it. It's levels to the game. Like I heard Anderson .Paak telling a story about the Andre 3000 verse that he laid. It took him so long to lay it. But even after he did it, Andre didn't want it to come out. So he told Anderson he couldn't use it. Dre got on that phone with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the doctor know what to do, man. And that's why you can't be talking about the doctor, Drake. That's why you out of pocket, man. But I know it wasn't you. I know it wasn't you.
Brand new thoughts for me. Brand new thoughts for me. I was in the timestamps are in another universe, but it's all the same universe, which is awesome. You know, all that matters is that people like the music.
No, Justin, you are hilarious, man. You are hilarious.
Here's our next
everyone, I want you to know that you all are now in tune to one of the biggest Drake haters on the planet Earth, Justin.
Let's move on with these super chats. We have HTTR95 says, no matter what Drake put out, you're not going to like it, Justin. You and your community just hate him. At least that give you pushback, unlike Culture United. I feel like I'm the one on Culture United that rounded out the conversation.
Who is this person right here? You're a hater, Justin.
His name is Hater. His name is actually Hater. HTTR. His name is Hater, like how, you know, in like gamer language.
Oh my God, it's
Hater 95.
You one of the biggest haters. You one of the biggest Drake haters ever, dog. What do you think about it? Tell me.
I like the wordplay. I like the wordplay. I like you know, this is when people really appreciate him getting into his writer's bag. All right, I think the bars are dope. I think a lot of people he went at, he rightfully should go at. And I think there's some people you should probably go at a little bit harder, and I think we'll probably hear that on the album. Because if I'm Drake, I would have a lot of things that I'd want to express. I don't know why I would talk about Kendrick again. That's crazy to me. But, now that you're adding this wrinkle that, there was other people involved in the collaboration on the project, then I think maybe there's another reason there too. But the beat just got real flat to me halfway through. And so the second half to me, which is the most interesting half of the song, was actually more difficult for me to get through because I got tired of the beat. And so, but that's just from like a music standpoint. But, I think it's a timestamp record and it's doing what it's supposed to do. And people really rock with it. And I think that's the only thing that matters. I just think that I still have no idea what to expect from this project. And so it's sort of, I understand that artists have their different tentpoles that they put out in their series, and this is one of them. But I personally, look, selfishly, yeah, go ahead and diss all through that. I love the content. It'll be great. Everybody's going to be really interested in just everything that's happening. And so all of us in this space are going to eat off of it. Yes, I like that. But as someone who understands the things that I like about Drake and the things I don't like about Drake, I think that this is less interesting. Well, I listened to that whole timestamp record, and I didn't get any new perspective. That is the craziest thing to me. Like, how are we dissing in 2026, and I'm not learning anything new? And maybe I need to listen again. That's why we're going to go through these lyrics here today to see if there's stuff I might have missed. And I'm sincere about that because we did 7.5 hours on Culture United talking about all kinds of stuff yesterday. So I haven't had a chance to really sit with it. But Push Up starts, and he is doing short man jokes about Kendrick on push-ups. Well, now we're in 2026, May 14th, 2026, and we're doing short man jokes about Kendrick on 1 a.m. in Albany, right? We get into this track, and it's like still, it feels like a bunch of stuff I've heard before. And I don't want to say this is my final opinion because didn't get a chance to sit with it as a focused listen as you did yesterday. But I guess he's got stuff to get off his chest. I respect him for doing that. But when it comes to the stuff he's saying about Kendrick, this is the same stuff that I heard before. And I'm not even sure it's worth it. But now that we're thinking about this as a collaborative standpoint, then it might make more sense.
Well, it's worth it because it's doing what, like you said, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's generating interest for the project.
No. That part again. Let me clarify that. Can you find something else to say? Is there another joke you could make? Or is this really like, is it that difficult for him to diss Kendrick? Like, we're still doing short jokes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's very difficult to diss Kendrick Lamar. Let me tell you why. He doesn't have. You can't come at him because he has like vices that he's given out to the world. He's been with the same woman since high school. They have a family. He's a black man from Compton, California, one of the most credible hoods in America. He came up. He didn't compromise anything in his lyrics to get where he's at. He just told perspective. He was not overly gangster. He was not overly tough. He's not disrespectful to women. He makes hit records when he wants to. He's very introspective. He's also political without even trying to overly be political. It's a hard person to diss. So it really would take some deep thought. That's why I understand the collective. I understand the collective situation we're dealing with him, because it would take someone on a genius level, lyrically, to be having a confrontation with him. It would take a Lupe, Black Thought. It would take that type of. You can't surface diss Kendrick Lamar. Like you can't say, oh, he wore some pants and I ain't like his pants, or so you have to go with you calling him Muggsy Bogues. He dunked one time or something that's where because that's where his mind is at.
I
gotta
agree
really
with you.
get deep.
I agree
you gotta
with
really get deep. It takes studying. Like if I was battling Kendrick, I would literally take weeks out and listen to all of his albums. And I would dissect those things. I'm talking about from Section 80, from all the original Hearts, I'm talking about from the beginning. I would dissect his whole career in him and then go about dissing him. Because the short man thing, I'm Drake, I love you. I think you're dope. But dog, it's a lot of short people that have changed the world. I mean, let's just Napoleon changed the world. He was short. Genghis Khan. These are tyrants throughout history, but they changed the world. They were very short. It's a lot of short people that have been great as well. So the short thing, there's too many short people that have made significance. So we got to move on from that. But if it was me, dog, I would go through all of it. I would listen to him. I would know so much about him that I would know more about him than he knew about himself. And that's the type of mindset you have to have when battling somebody like him, because you can't say you don't make no money. This dude's one of the highest paid rappers in the industry. You can't say you don't make no hits. You can't say he's disrespectful to women. You can't say he got whores here and there. You can't say, you can't, all that's in the stuff you said, it don't stick because everybody knows. I'm just gonna say it. Everybody know that Whitney and Dave didn't even like each other for years. This might be an exclusive. They hated each other. Let's just keep it real. Maybe not Dave hating her, but Whitney was like Whitney ain't. And Kendrick hitting Whitney. I got a better man. What? He ain't hitting Whitney. Are you crazy? Have y'all met Whitney? Okay, Whitney ain't taking none of that. And Kendrick ain't hitting nobody. Except, you know what I'm saying? Except somebody to defend his family. This is a good man, dog. He's a thoughtful person. Like, even conversations I can think about us having back then, like, he's very thoughtful. He thinks about things. So you engaging with somebody like that, you can't hit him with that normal rhetoric. You know?
I mean, look, all the stuff you said is the stuff that I thought was happening, because these guys actually had a battle. You know, so when you're describing how you would take time off and really sink into the catalog and study it to find a way to diss them, I thought that's what people do when they go into battle. I thought that's what Drake did years ago. And now we're 2 years later and we're still getting short jokes. And I'm not sure that, like I said, when I was listening to this on my own, I didn't think that was worth it at all. But again, thinking about this from a collaborative standpoint, then maybe there's other things at play here. But I do want to get back to Hater 95. And he says, no matter what Drake put out, you're not going to like Justin. You and your community just hate him. At least Stat give you pushback, unlike Culture United. I feel like yesterday when we were talking about this, I was pushing back a lot on everybody else. One, because even though my opinions are sharp, I also understand the need for balance. I think it's different when you get inside certain communities, certain fan bases, because inside fan bases, people just want to hear how awesome their favorite is all the time. But yeah, there's plenty of things Drake could put out that I would like. There's plenty of stuff Drake has put out that I have liked. So, you know, I get what you're saying. If it's gonna put out stuff that feels like the second half to Scorpion till now, hey, you might be right, hater. You're probably right on that, right? But if there's if he does things that, you know, hit on other aspects of his art and his music that he puts out that I like, I'd be the first to say it, and I say it loudly.
Man, how many albums has he put out?
What, 13? Feels like it?
Okay, so after
I just made that number up though. It feels like 13 though.
No, but it's a lot.
It feels
albums,
like a basketball team.
I just want you to understand. I just want to give you some and everybody else some levity here when they want to hate on the man. Like, that's a lot of music. That's a lot of songs. That's a lot of, you know, like, come on, bro. Like, that's a lot of work that he's put into the game, and then the consistency at which he drops. You know, putting out that much music out regularly. Like, it takes a lot to do that. And for you to say, oh, well, he hasn't done, I'm like, man, he's giving what he got. What you want him to do, dog? He can't be somebody he's not, bro. He can't do it. He got to be himself. You got to allow people to be them, Justin. I allow you to be you. When I go on Coach United and they jumping on me because I'm defending Drake and they call me OVO stat. I take it with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know I'm nothing OVO about me. I'm Team TDE. I'm Team Top Dog. Hey, I let y'all call me whatever y'all want. I'm just saying I have such a respect level for what he's been able to accomplish. Because right now, this is just a fact. Generally, people don't care about anything in rap music right now, dog. Let's just be honest. And the fact that this guy is doing this, and we actually are concerned about it, it brings me joy because I was watching Rolling Loud the other day, and some of the people up there performing. It's just like, oh, okay. I just don't see it. It's everything's so niche. You know what I mean? But Drake and Kendrick, they have a worldwide effect. That's why I was like, yo, I want him to diss him. I'm so excited about this. I'm so happy about this. I am overjoyed. I'm smiling from ear to ear. I love it. Drake, please keep it coming. I want you to talk about Kendrick's whole family. Say that he deserted them. Say something really low and terrible about it. Please. I want you to do that. So I want it to happen. Drake, I know you got it in you, brother. Be as disrespectful as possible. Damn that lawsuit, dog. Forget what them lawyers is telling you. Make it track 12, man. Come on, dog him out. Huh? Kendrick called you a ped, man. Don't get him, Drake. Get him. Knock him out, huh? Call him a midget. Call him short, huh? Tell him. Say Stat Kendrick's baby's father. Not like say I'm the father of his children. Say Justin slept with Whitney. Let's get it in there. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's go. Drake, make something up. Just make it up, dog. Just make it up. Say you seen Kendrick. Just say you seen Kendrick with a clown suit on getting pegged or something. Just make something up.
All right, let's get back to the Super Chat. I think you're buffering over there a little bit. Let's get back to it. We got Chief Trey says we gotta charge game with espionage. We've got you got any reaction to that?
With espionage?
Yeah.
I think he has. I think Game, my friend Chuck Taylor, has been the most consistent person as far as rappers in this whole battle with Drake. I think he's been one of the few people that actually stood next to dude. So if that's his friend and that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do. But he at least he's been loyal to his side of the fence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Clearly, him and Kendrick aren't friends at the level that him and Drake are friends. So, because when that battle was going on, I mean, I'm not friends with Drake. I wouldn't call myself friends with Kendrick either, but my association with Top, I'm not standing nowhere near Drake. But Boy Wonder, I would call that my brother, who was his producer. So if it was something where it was something going on with Boy Wonder, I would definitely step in the middle of that. Like when Boy Wonder felt like he didn't want to come out to LA, I'm like, nah, dog, you stay at my house. Like, you stay with me. Ain't nothing, I'm not no gangster. I just don't live in areas where we have that problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not. But yeah. So I can respect what Game is doing because that's his friend. But my advice to him, so you all know, was to leave it alone. As I told him not to diss Eminem, as I told him back in the days to not diss Jay-Z. I mean, like this is me been telling him his whole career that I've been around him not to do certain things. He does what he wants, and when you look at the trajectory of all the G Unit members, he's been the bigger selling artist out of everyone. So. I mean, who am I to tell him what he should not be doing? That's my brother. I love him, good, bad, or indifferent. But I do have conversations when we do talk of what he should not be doing. I do. Even when he puts a rhyme out where it feel like people are saying like he's dissing Kendrick, I'm like, dog, why? Don't do that. Don't do that. And he explained to me that he's not dissing Kendrick, and I understand the explanation, but it's not about what you say, is how people take what you say, right? So I wouldn't even want no one to think that that's going on. You see, that's my thinking. So that's why I'm like, yo, dog, don't do that. And that's why I didn't like when he dissed Rick Ross, because it seemed like you just jumping in there, dissing this, you know what I mean? But that's my brother. So what you gonna do? But we had those conversations, and we talk like that. We get at it. We don't agree on everything, and I definitely disagree with that stance. I definitely would wish he wasn't out in the open with it. Do I wish he was on the airplane? I'm going to. I don't. I wish he wasn't doing all that shit. I don't like it. I don't like it at all because he's a legend. Whether we wanna, I see somebody put clown in the chat. He's a legend, man. He's an icon. He held California down at a time when there was nothing else coming out of here. You know what I mean?
Facts.
He was true. One of the biggest artists. That documentary album, regardless of what y'all want to say, it's one of the best albums to ever come out in rap.
I think that's a pretty universal opinion on that.
Yeah, you can't just
hit.
Yeah, you can't disqualify that. So like when he do stuff that I feel like is going to take away from the legacy or people calling him lame or saying things about him, it affects me because that guy was there for me when nobody was. He had my back, you know what I mean? And I hate the way it is. I hate when I told you this story. I don't want to linger on, but when we went to when Dre's star when he got the star on the Walk of Fame and we was all there, it was 50, all of us was there, dog. It seemed like every artist that has ever worked with Dre, we was all there. Man, they didn't even mention dude's name. That shit it hurt me because of what they did together. You know what I'm saying? Like I had those beats. Some of those beats, West Side Story, all those beats on the album, I rapped those beats first. 50 came in there and wrote better songs on them things than I did. Shout out to the great 50 Cent, the icon who was at the Detroit game with Eminem last night, Paul Rosenberg, and the 9, they was all on the floor. Shout out to all those brothers. But like, man, I wrote some of those records, and 50 just wrote better songs than me, and they with Game, they wrote better records than me, and they was on the documentary. Like, and that album was a classic. And so like to not be able to celebrate that based on some of the decisions, it saddens me because I just want everybody to love each other, man. I just want everybody to be cool. So some of the things he be doing, even though it has elevated him, is hurt him in other aspects with relationships, you know?
Word up. Third Verse Podcast, you're tuned in live. This is the Third Verse Morning Show every Thursday at 8 a.m. We also go live every Tuesday for the main show in studio, 8 a.m.s on Tuesdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays is up for Third Verse. Shout out to all the Third Versicans. I keep wanting to say 1 second applause. Please subscribe, and hype. There we go.
Yeah, and then tomorrow we're going to have a special show just so y'all know where we're going to go through the whole album. We was going to do it tonight. But like me and Justin need to actually like break it down, and so Justin needs to write down how he's gonna hate, what angle he gonna hate from. You know what I mean?
Big shout out to It's Too Easy. It's Too Easy says that point is a little bit of post moving in my opinion. When you hear the extent of the reference tracks and how much his legacy depends on some of those songs, he ain't penned like Mob Ties. That's a big one. I don't know, man.
So. Mob Ties is a legacy defining song to me, to these people, not to me.
I definitely think it's one of his biggest and best songs. And I think at the time it had a different aura because, that was probably the last time Drake's back was against the wall, I'd say, going into Scorpion. Coming off the Pusha T stuff had already happened. He was in revenge mode. And that first half of Scorpion, this is what I'm saying. When people tell me that Drake could put out stuff, I won't like it. That first half of Scorpion is so fire, man. Like, to this day, it holds up. And so I think for a lot of people in that time period, especially the way he talks about it, right? He went on to The Shop with LeBron James, was talking about Mob Ties and all that kind of stuff. So there's additional lore that we have around that song that I think resonates with people. And so maybe that's what they're talking about when it's legacy-defining song, because at that point in time, Scorpion was the last time his back was really against the wall, and I think he delivered on that.
How can we call an artist who we don't respect anything about his street qualities? How can we say that the song called Mob Ties is a legacy-defining song when he's nothing street about, dude?
I have an answer for that.
Talk to me.
I think that once you accumulate enough wealth, it's not necessarily you in the streets, but you can motivate the streets.
No, but I'm saying that, but generally his music is not for street consumption. For instance, Straight Outta Compton was a that song defined NWA.
The streets are very different than in 1988 stuff.
No. I'm giving you an example.
These streets,
okay.
I feel like Drake's
listen.
had a lot of stuff that, I don't mean to cut you off. I think I know what you're saying. I don't want to interrupt, but I heard Drake in a lot of hoods in New York, in Brooklyn. You know, like Coney Island when Nothing Was the Same came on. I would hear that all over the place. But not Nothing Was the Same. If you're reading this, it's too late. You know, I feel like, if you're reading this, it's too late. I feel like he's had songs that started moving that direction once he started linking up with Atlanta.
So the streets is what we associate Drake with. That's what you're trying to tell me right now?
No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, just because we don't associate with him doesn't mean he wasn't effective at making songs that resonate in the streets.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying they didn't define his career. God's Plan is a Best I Never Had. That's one of his first hit records that defined, like, because these are pivotal moments in his career. Mob Ties ain't a song that defined his career. Like, ain't no, like, God's Plan, these hit records define. He's a hit maker. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he doesn't say career in this, right? It's Too Easy says again. That point is a little bit moving the goalposts when you hear the extent of the reference tracks and how much his legacy depends on some of those songs. He ain't penned like Mob Ties. And I do think that Mob Ties is one of those songs. Like, I think that it might not be the same thing as God Plans. It might not be Hotline Bling, but I think God's Plan is an exclamation point in his catalog, especially at that point in time. I don't think he's had an exclamation point as big as God Plan since then, or excuse me, as big as Mob Ties. You know, probably other than God's Plan, and maybe First Person Shooter. And I'm not sure it's for the right reasons.
Nothing about Dude is gangster. So his legacy to me don't depend on nothing. You know what I mean? When I say like Many Men from 50 Cent, that's a street song that defined his career. You know what I'm saying? Like, that defines 50. Many Men, which Drake ain't, that's not him. This dude, Timberlands, sweatpants, sweater, part down doing this dance. Like, come on, y'all. Like, what are we doing right now?
Right.
Mob Ties, ain't nothing about him. Mob, ain't nothing about Drake gangster. That nigga he's not gangster. He's a good person, man. That's what I want y'all to know. He's a good person, man. Don't let this battle get y'all confused. Yeah, he does some. You know, him and Joe Budden got some issues, some female stuff. Him and Future had some female stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of female stuff going on here, but this man ain't no thug. He ain't gangster and all that type of stuff, man. I ain't buying into none of that. I ain't getting into none of that.
All right, well, let's get into some of the bars that's on here. Finding the lyrics is a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be, though. So check this out for a second. All right, we're going to share this tab instead. We're going to come over here. We're going to use the shortcut key, and boom. We're going to be right here at this stage. So if you go to Drake, 1 a.m. in Albany. All right, so here's one right here from yesterday from Genius. Page not found.
They took it down.
All right, so let's go see this other one. Page not found.
Ooh, the legal team's at work. No, Justin, you know what they doing? They can't have this up there in the middle of a lawsuit. Listen, I did not tell you in the beginning, and anyone that didn't hear me in the beginning of this stream, this is the most mixed thing that Drake has done in a while. Because the actual song and what he's saying is his father. But the way he's just not standing next to what he's saying is his mama. Now, his father's black and his mother's white. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to let y'all figure that out on your own. You know what I mean? Without me having to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
So, I mean, look, another reason. Like, this is this is what I mean. Like, you know, there's just so many things that's happened that are just perplexing to me. And I think that Drake is got to be a brilliant guy with brilliant people around him just to make it this far in life in general, right? To have this many resources. But there's so many perplexing strategies when it comes to things that have happened since the 2024 Great Shakespeare Shakedown. Just make, like, I don't get, right? okay, you leak this to the streets, you let your fans know that, okay, you're still on that bullshit, right? But then right after that, you distance yourself from it. This is what made people feel weird about push-ups when it dropped. We got the leaked version early, and we're like, hey, is this AI? What is this? Who is this? And then
He's
it's
in
out
the middle
there.
of a lawsuit, Justin. He can't stand next to this.
He wasn't in the middle of a lawsuit when he
I'm
dropped
talking about
push-ups.
right now. But
Yeah,
right now.
but I'm saying it's like, yes, I understand it now, but they did the same thing. They did the same thing. It's like you could take the lawsuit off the table, and it's still the same pattern. I'm not even sure I can say the lawsuit is the reason why this happened. The same thing happened with Fighting Irish Freestyle. Again, I think that's also lawsuit territory. But why even do this?
Well, if he puts it out and people don't like it, and people say it's trash, he can say he didn't have nothing to do with it.
But see, that to me is lame. That's not lame to you? Look at what we're looking at. Genius says, oops, page not found.
It's called a mulligan.
How many mulligans does he get? He's been mulliganing since 2024. Is he going to finish a round? Are we going to make it to day 2?
Hey, listen. Listen. I'm sure he's happy that this came out because the general consensus, most people say, is they're liking it. Even people that don't like Drake, because they can appreciate the rapping, So, but you don't never know what people are gonna like and don't like, man. It's tough. You're just guessing right now. I'm excited to hear the album. I really hope it's good for all of our sakes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Fortunately, over at Twitter, people have been writing down lyrics, so we can piecemeal them this way. All right, so here's what Drake reportedly said about Kendrick on 1 a.m. in Albany. Here's a few of the bars. It says, to be number one, you got to lead the way, and to hold something over my head forever, you're still a couple feet away. What would you rate that bar? We're going to play a game called Stat Rates the Bars. On a scale of 1 to...
Say it again.
To be the number one, you got to lead the way, and to hold something over my head, you're still a couple feet away. Stat Rate the bar.
Good. Couple feet away, feet the length. It's a height joke. It's like double entendre playing with the height, but you're not leading the way. You're not number one. Good bar.
Okay, so if you had to say on a scale of 1 to 10.
I think it's a good bar if he was battling someone other than Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, so we're gonna do, all right.
So 1 to 10, you said I'm so... People, I hate when people do that. Ask you a question, you don't answer it. So yeah. I would give that a 6.
Okay. Somebody in the chat, can you tally the rating Stat has for each bar? Okay.
That's a 6 right there.
This person is a 6.
Oh, the 6 guy. You got a 6 done? It's not a 9, it's a 6 now. It's a 6 now.
That's something that I'm supposed to say. Right.
Oh,
but
it's a 9, it's a 6 now. The 6 god. Yo.
Okay, so we got the next one. The next one here says, plot twist, the owl never sees the cage. The owl only wakes up to seize the day.
That's hard. That's an 8. You know why? Because he took the visual from when Kendrick had the owl in the cage. That was dope. I think that was dope. That's an 8. It's visual. You can actually see it. And owls don't see the cage, my nigga. Owl is one of the smartest animals that we have on Earth, so... Shout out. That's a good one. That's an 8.
I didn't even know that was a thing. So owls, if they're in a cage, they don't know they're in a cage?
They don't even see it. Yeah.
So they just...
Trap my body can't trap my mind.
So do they try to fly and they fly into the cage? I don't know. I'm getting too deep. I'm just trying to make sure I get it. But that's an 8. So we got 8 for the second one. All right, the third one. Talking about hiding the Bible. Maybe y'all should read a page. Iced out crosses on their necks thinking Jesus saves. Well, even if he does, nigga, either way, the blasphemy you talk, let me know your amazing grace gonna be delayed.
I'm gonna say this. I think it's very it's an anti-religious bar. He should tread lightly with that because he's letting us know that he doesn't believe in Jesus. That's pretty much what he said in that rhyme. So there's a lot of people that love them some Jesus. I can tell you that. So he's battling the good old church folk when you do that. So because it's actually blasphemous, and I don't want to be struck down by whatever they got going on. I'm gonna go ahead and get out with a 5.
Okay, so we got
Hey
a
Jesus,
6.
I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems, Jesus. I gave him a 5, Jesus. I ain't give him a 10. I don't
Okay,
want no smoke.
so we got a 6, we got an 8, we got a 5. All right, we got 2
Yes.
more.
Okay.
Says you niggas should be ashamed. The fact you had to bring those talks to get some decent plays. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
That's a 4.
Damn. Okay. Well, maybe this is a 10 to help this average out a little bit. Here we go. This next one right here says, God want to wipe that little smug look right off your fucking face. All you really did was cap like uppercase, dodge the truth, but still managed to finally get a hit that let you run a base. Niggas saw you at first, you need them, so you out at home now, just like a double play.
I'm fucking with that. That's a 9.
Okay, so we got a 9.
You didn't put his best bar in there though.
I'm just reading what's on the page.
Yeah, the best one is the 23andMe with LeBron. That's a 10.
Oh, these are just his Kendrick disses. We'll go check the other ones.
Okay, yeah.
But this is what he said to Kendrick.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that.
All right,
that's
so
the
what's
best
the
line
average?
in the song.
What's the chat saying the average is? What's the chat saying? Let's see.
He said some Muggsy Bogues shit too that you didn't.
Oh,
put
yeah,
in
we
there
got the
to one.
Muggsy Bogues line. Okay, so let's get that one too. All right, so we'll come back. So keep that going. This is what they have here. It'd be a lot easier if they didn't just, act like the song didn't exist. Oh, I got the wrong thing on there. I'm sharing the wrong tab. Oh, here we go. So you guys can see what I'm saying. All right. All right, so we got that. And then there's the Muggsy Bogues line. Let's see what else we got in here. Let's see. Drake. 1 a.m. in Albany. Let's see what we got here. This one have it on there? Nope. Let's see what we got here. Well, I can't find the Muggsy Bogues one right now, but I think that might be it. Maybe that's the same one. Do you want to just give a rating for that Muggsy Bogues part?
That's a 8.
The Muggsy Bogues was an 8.
Only because it's just playing off of the short shit. It's just like, come on, it's over with. But it's a good line. The line itself is a 10, but the fact that he just keep going back to the short shit is like, come on, man.
Okay, so you got 2 9s.
Like if I was dissing him and I just kept calling him light skinned all the time, it's like, okay, yeah, he light skinned, bro. Like, come on, man. It's like, let it go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the only. Look, I feel like I've been hearing him make short jokes for years, So I'm not sure what that says about his imagination. Let us know in the chat what the average comes out to when it comes to stats rating on some of the bars from Drake about Kendrick. We tried to give you guys more detail, but none of the lyrics are available.
That LeBron line, though, that 23andMe is a 10. That might be the hardest line in the whole song.
Yeah, that was a good one. What do you think about this J. Cole line right here? It said, I could have fell back like the married rapper, but we engaged. I told you I'm stuck in my evil ways.
I think that's a 8.
I feel like
he tapping Cole. He want Cole to jump out the window. He tapping him though. You know what I'm saying?
Cole ain't gonna jump out the window. I watched this man. His press run told me everything I need to know about Cole. Cole be doing stuff on accident. You know what I mean? Like he find himself in the situations he didn't even know were really going on. He in Cole world for real, and so he ain't never gonna see this. He ain't gonna do nothing. Cole is Del Curry. Cole might as well really be Del Curry because he is retired as far as I'm concerned.
The Dr. Dre line is a 0.
People gonna say you biased. People gonna say you biased.
I am biased because it's lame. It's lame. You going at the wrong person. What, dog? Charlamagne been hating on you forever. It's a lot of people that hate you. Charlamagne, Joe Budden, Justin Hunt, they need to be in here. Man, Dre ain't got no hate for you. Dre tried to sign you. He didn't end up signing you. He sent you back to Canada, but like Dre had you come out to the spot. You came to we was all at the studio together when you came in with Tahiri. And she got cussed out because she was being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Right. So nah, man, get out of here with that language, man.
Now, we talked about this on Culture United last night, and Charles Brown, shout out to Charles Brown. He He was very adamant that people are not going to respond positively to this. And we didn't even play the song last night. We just looked at some of the lyrics. And I'm looking at some of these topics, or not topics, but I'm looking at what a lot of people are saying online. And I get a mixed reaction. I think there's a lot of people who really respect the rapping on this record. I think there's a lot of people, a lot of very loud Drake fans who are really happy about what he's saying. Let me go see what the overall rating was. Did we get the average? Did somebody run the average on stats?
About a 7.
You said the third verse, so the average is now 5.7. 5.7 since that bar was a 0. So so you gave him 5.7 overall.
Well, but I gave him a 10 on the
yeah. Wait,
joint.
Run the average without the Dr. Dre one, because the Dr. Dre one is actually, I guess, a different bar. He's going at somebody else. I don't know. 5.7. So it's kind of middle of the road from where, with the ratings that you've given.
I respect the lyrics. I don't want people to think that I don't respect it lyrically. You know what I'm saying? Even the Dr. Dre line, it's clever the way he did it. I see the innuendo. It was clever, but I'm just saying I have a problem with you talking about my family when they don't got nothing to do with it. Just because my family doing business, like what are you talking about?
Right. Okay.
There was no conversations on talking to Dre on how he could ruin your career. Like that there was no talks. Nobody talking to Dre like, yeah, this is what we gonna do. Dre ain't talking about you, man. This man he's somewhere chilling. You know what I mean? He at the crib chilling, dog. You throwing this man in the mix. Get out of here, Buster.
Well, I want to read this real quick, and I want to respond to that real fast. So, Hot New Hip Hop is reporting that Charlamagne called Drake a sore loser today, and says, I hope this isn't what Iceman is about, because if it is, I'm going to just assume we're calling Drake Iceman because he's frozen in time. Get over the L you took to Kendrick already, because this record just continues the conversation that Drake is the biggest sore loser rap has ever seen. And even someone who advocates for him like you do, I think you do a really great job being fair about, letting people know what this process is really like inside these rooms, inside these camps when people are putting stuff together. Your average wasn't even that impressive. You were sitting over there with like a 6.6.
Well, because that's not the whole, that's just the Kendrick stuff. And we
6.6.
And we didn't,
right.
But I'm saying as a total, I would give the song like a 7 or 8 because the LeBron stuff was really clever. You know what I mean?
How many LeBron lines were in there? I only remember the 23.
He got 2. The Joe Budden thing was clever. That was good. That's 10. That's 9-10 stuff. Okay. Joe got to respect it. Joe's gonna respect that as a lyricist. He gonna respect what he's had to say. And I think Joe is honored that he would take the time out to even say something.
Yo, people out here said that the rating, your average on the Kendrick stuff is 6.66.
Oh, that's hilarious. 6.6 in LA. That's good. That's good. But I think Joe is happy about what he did when it comes to him, because Joe's about to get in his bag, and he's reacting on Patreon. So what a smart man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make y'all pay for his reaction. Shout out to Joe. But yeah, like
that's a good idea sometimes.
Exactly. I think Drake did a phenomenal job. And when Charlamagne calls him, he's stuck in time, and he's entitled for his opinion. That's fine. But as a business person, Charlamagne, which he's a business person, dog, if Drake comes out here and he does not talk about these subjects, his fans are gonna be like, yo, that's lame. He gotta address it. He gotta talk about it. It's interesting. How do you feel when that happened? How does that make you feel? Man, people, that's what I want to hear. Like, people running around calling you a ped. Like, how does that make you feel being a father? Like, that somebody's saying that about you.
Right.
Give me that. How do your family react? Like, when you go somewhere and you walk in that room, you remember that video for J. Cole did Kevin's Heart?
Yeah.
And it showed Kevin Hart driving around and how people was looking at him because he cheated on his wife. I would want Drake to write from that perspective. The feeling that he get from people judging him on something that he didn't do. So if that's not who he is, see, I would dig into that bag. That's what I would do if I was him. Like, I would go there. That's how you gotta get Kendrick. You gotta get there. It gotta be something And I think Kendrick will respect that more than you just saying, that's why you're short. That's why you can't do push-ups. That's why you're small. You're a little man. Like that's like childish. You're 40 years old. You can't just be hitting us with the you so short, you can't reach the counter. Oh, like no, you gotta be better than that.
Here's what Drake said about Joe Budden. He said, I watched this guy spasm with a puzzled face. Who knows which one of his bubble-shaped tings I must have ushered through the double gates. Showed her the time of her life while broski having stomach aches, hearing about good times at Lover's Lake, and send her back to you while you sleepwalking naked in another state. You'll live to see another day, and even if you don't, it's just another day. We ain't crying for your punk ass anyway.
So think about this. Drake had an incident with Puff back in the days. Remember that? With Cassie,
right?
You know, and where Puff supposedly put spit on him or whatever, right? He's had allegedly his problem with Future was concerning something with a female. You know, it's clear that him and Joe have these issues based on something with women. He pretty much told us right there. I said that when the second time I seen Drake, he was with Tahiri. That's how long ago it was, and I knew that Joe and Tahiri was supposed to be together because I had just seen them on Love and Hip Hop that night. So I don't know, like, so that thing stems from, and if you think about it, the Nas and the Jay-Z thing, that was a female thing, you know, because Jay was messing with Nas' child's mother. So it's a lot of this. What it seems like to me, Drake is having issues with wanting or dealing with other men's women, and it's causing conflicts to go in these different directions. I don't think these men would have had problems with each other if it wasn't the female thing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, men, when they with a woman, they feel like they own them. You know, that's mine, and then some other dude just come and take the woman, and then both women having conversations with these men, so you don't know what she telling him, and then she telling him, and then it's like a whole thing. And now you have Joe Budden being teased about sleepwalking naked outside of his spot.
1 a.m.
Did he ever talk about that?
I think he did. I'm not sure the details, but I don't remember what he said, to be honest. Let's get back to some of these super chats. We got Blue Slides 24. I think Drake has always been bitter against Dre. Word to the song Away From Home and for All the Dogs about Dre sending him home in 2005 and 2006.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, but he knows this as well as everyone else. I mean, it's a lot of people Dre didn't sign. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be like that. And then after that, Drake came to work on records. Like, so he wasn't that bitter unless he was just being fake. You know? So.
I mean, that's possible.
Yeah, it's possible, but to do this right here, you know, just chilling at the house. He just, the hell I got to do with it? What I got to do with it? Because I gave Lucian a high five when he won the award. Why not? My legacy. It's an artist that I'm backing. Like, what you want me to do?
Dominique XO said, Drake said in the Rap Radar interview with Elliot that he does not collaborate with anybody on any of the Time Step records.
Okay.
Well, hey. That was a long time ago, you know?
That's a long time ago.
That was pre-Shakespeare. That was pre-Shakespearean Shakedown. This is post-Shakespearean Shakedown.
I'm pretty much, like I said, I'm without talking to anyone, I have no information. I'm pretty much guaranteeing I can hear the collaborators on the record. I know, I can hear it. Just like when I hear a Kendrick record and he's rapping, I don't hear a collaborator on there. When I hear Ab-Soul rapping, you can hear that, you know what I mean? Like, Isaiah Rashad's, his song, you can hear that Isaiah wrote those. You can hear it when it's all coming from the same person. Maybe because I just have a trained ear like that, but I can hear when the cadence change and the flow change and the conversation's different. And you talking about something, it's too many nuances in your conversation that you don't know about in certain situations. That's not what you do. That's not where you from. Then you don't know nothing about that.
Right. We got Cali Chief here who says, I think people should come think of Drake as a collective group and not an individual. Aubrey is the performer of the tracks.
I can't say that because he's writing too. He's writing too.
It's a bit of a troll, but it's actually
no. You agree with that?
I don't know. No. I wouldn't say it. I don't agree with that. I think I think if we do that with Drake, then we got to do. I don't want to think about Michael Jackson as a group. You know, I don't want to think about like Bobby Brown as a group. You know, like even if they're artists, you know, even if they're on different genres, I don't want to think about it like that.
Well, I'll refer back to this night because it was one of the greatest collections of writers as far as raps in the room together. I always refer back to it. It was Ab Live or Pusha T. It's all of us. The one dude with the one leg, I always forget his name. Quentin Miller, me, Gang was in there. And Kanye was in there. We was working on a song. And Kanye was coming with some shit amongst all of us, bruh. He was coming with some shit. Kanye is dope, dog. That's another thing when people talk about Dr. Dre. Like, Dr. Dre is dope. Like, I'm talking about coming with lyrics. Don't get it twisted. I've written with him. Like, he come with some shit. Be a bunch of us in the room. Some of the elite writers in this shit. Some of the best of the best. And Dre got some shit in there. And it's the same thing to say about Kanye. So when you say you see Drake as a collaborator, I'm telling you, Drake is ill, dog. He got a pin on him. He's nice. Like, I'm sorry. I know some of y'all gonna be mad at me for saying that. Drake is very talented, dog. He's very gifted. He's very gifted, but he's just not better than Kendrick Lamar, and so that just happens.
Right. We got a new member. That means we get a new stat rap.
What's the name over there? Because that shit is so far away.
Matto 52. Matto 52. Matto 52. So
what we do when it's Matto 52, we rolling with the crew. Matto 52. That's how we do. We come through. With your boo. Matto 52. See, when you got the two in there, like some easiness, you get a longer rhyme, dog. You know, like, y'all coming with a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and think I'm just about to come up with a flow. It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean?
How did Ghostface? What's that Ghostface line? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, califragilisticexpialidocious. Cancun, catch me in the room eating grouper. I still love that line.
Yo, Ghostface is that.
That's one of the hardest joints ever. Cancun, catch me in the room eating grouper. That was crazy.
Ghostface,
love that. Love that.
Hey man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Please subscribe while y'all here. We appreciate y'all. Much love. Thank you for pulling up on us. You know what I mean? We just here giving our perspective. I'm just sitting here with one of the greatest Drake haters ever created by man. You know.
Are we look, man, I just think that
you're top 5, Justin. I'm telling you, I told you that.
I was talking about 1 a.m. in Albany. I am distraught at all these short jokes. Why? It's like petty. Like, it makes me look like it's 2026, man. It's 2026, dog. Like, you haven't, like, clearly this is been on your mind. You're suing, right? It's not like he has separated himself from that time period or that battle. No, he has consistently lived and stayed stuck in it, and still hasn't gotten more. Like, come on, you gave the bars at Kendrick like a 6.66, okay? You gave them very definitionally mid. DJ definitionally mid bars in terms of what he said to Kendrick, not the whole song, but in terms of what he said to Kendrick. DJ on the show the other day, on the Tuesday show, said, to call J. Cole mid is to say half the population is better than him. Okay. Those are definitionally mid bars because they were right there in the middle. 5.76, right? My man had all this time to come up with something we haven't heard in April 2024.
Well, because
this is what we got.
He didn't study for the test.
He still ain't studying. This is a shame.
He passed though because he took
the song down. He's hiding the lyrics.
No, he took the song down because he's in the middle of a lawsuit. Justin. You know what's going on.
I understand that. Look, this whole thing to me. I guess if we want to We want to try to start
That's why he took
justifying.
it down.
I guess we started justifying the unjustifiable. I don't know why it existed.
It existed so we could talk about it. So he could bring attention to the album. You know what's going on here. Don't act like you don't know. It's a rollout. He's trying to sell one of his whole things is selling records.
I appreciate it for him. But I also think that there's people really waiting to see what Drake's got to say after this long time. He gets a pass like nobody else gets a pass. No one gets a pass like Drake. We're treating this man as if he hasn't been on constant rollout the past 3 years, if not his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been hearing about Iceman forever. We got 100 gigs. We got Iceman TV shows with Pinocchio running around. We got an R&B album with his R&B friend. I think that was to make sure women still liked him. I think that some Sexy Songs for You was like, let me make sure the ladies still like me a little bit. Let me just put out this R&B joint. He's been in nonstop drop mode. That was on purpose because Nonstop's a great song off Scorpion. Big shout out to that song. He's been nonstop promoting. And the first look, the official look, is unofficial, which is fine. He's still talking about short jokes. The only thing missing in here is a freaking, joke about his shoe size.
You have to.
It's not even. It's like, just real quick. I want to get this off my chest too, because this is the stuff that bothers me when it comes to artists that I'm supposed to be told. I'm supposed to have way more respect for. To me, the thing that's most important is voice and imagination. Right? How do you sound saying something that everybody in the history of the world has said before, but in a new way? You found a new way to say it, right? I used to think Drake was really good at the imagination part. I think he had a lot of very imaginative bars that was like, oh, this is really cool. My man just took the craziest loss ever, got shook down in Shakespearean fashion, and his takeaway was, let's do more short jokes. There's nothing new. We've got to this point now where we've talked about how this is a collaborative effort. You nimbly and expertly broke down everything you hear in these bars and the things that sound like him, the things that sound like they don't. Everybody got in that room and said, you know what, time for some more short jokes? I don't know if Drake needs to start listening to, I don't know if Drake needs to start, if he needs to fire everybody he's working with or start listening to him. I can't tell what's happening here. But there's just bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. I say that because Nokia is really the only thing we can officially say landed. And I know that's not strategic. And I know that and I know it's not conspiratorial. I think he's just in a whack space with no imagination, hanging around with, people that haven't had the best impact on the product, our entry point to why we love him in the first place. Probably since the second half of Scorpion.
But why do you want him to be something that he's not? He's not Lupe. He's not going to approach it like that.
See, but that is too far. I'm not asking him to be anything other than things he's been before. I'm not.
No, I'm
not asking him to be other rappers.
This is what he is. So let him be him.
I don't think this is what he always was.
No, this is what he's never had an introspective diss. When he dissed Meek Mill, it's your girls tour, not a world tour. That wasn't deep. That's not deep.
I'm not talking about him having a deep diss. I'm saying this is the same diss.
That's
for
what
2
he does.
years. It failed. We can't say the other ones failed.
No, it didn't fail because there's a large group of people that still think he won it. So he's just catering to that mindset. I
guess it didn't fail because Kendrick, I guess, is actually short. So, I guess these are the facts he has.
I'm saying.
This is his red button, everybody. Kendrick is still short. Ha ha, boom.
Dog, I watched the man yesterday put something up as commentary about our podcast, telling us that this is what I'm saying. Kendrick just dissed Drake out of nowhere, and that's why Kendrick started it all. And I'm saying, bruh, talking about like that was the first diss. I'm saying some people aren't educated, and they make his audience, some people aren't educated on the situation, so they have opinions and they come from a place of lack of knowledge of knowing what's happening. So they make a statement. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So which this is who he's talking to. Because they're on the side of what's happening. So if you're trying to cater to your people, you're gonna ride with you gotta say what your people want to hear you say. He's never gonna convince Justin. He can convince me that he's is that he's still dope. I still think he's dope. He ain't convincing you and all 1,000 or whoever else in this chat. He ain't convincing y'all. He ain't convincing none of the people on Culture United. All y'all listening to it, and y'all can admit it in the chat. Keep it real. Y'all listening to it so y'all can break it apart. Keep it real, just like Justin. Y'all listening to this man's shit so y'all can say it's terrible. So y'all can come on here and say, Stat, you wrong. He's awful. That's why y'all doing. I'm talking directly to the chat. I'm talking to all y'all respectfully. Y'all doing that. And Justin is too. Y'all don't want him to win, dog. Y'all want him to lose.
I'll say this. I did have a show called The Breakdown. So you're right about that. That's definitely going to happen. We go and break down what's going on. That is in the DNA. So correct. That is correct. And I'm going to enjoy it too. And if he does something dope, it'll be the same thing. At least, I'm just waiting to see it. I like Nokia. Great song. I like Circadian Rhythm. It's a great song.
You didn't like Bahama Dreams or whatever that shit?
It's cool. Yeah, it's nice.
You didn't think that was good?
No, I think it's fine. It wasn't sticky to me. So maybe if I go back and listen to it, maybe
R&B song, bro. You don't like R&B, dog.
I love R&B.
What's your favorite singing R&B album?
Who is Joe Scott?
Oh, okay. See, okay, you got some taste.
I absolutely do. Top tier taste. Top tier taste.
You got some good taste. That's a good album.
Yeah,
I was gonna say because that song was banging. Bahama, whatever that is.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying it just wasn't that sticky to me. I'm sure it's a fantastic song. There's a lot of songs, man. A lot of songs come out every day.
That's one of my favorite Drake songs.
Yeah, I think you were talking about that on Tuesday.
Yeah, I like that song.
We got Ozob saying Stat hating because of the Drake diss. It's his feelings. I guess in his feelings. I guess is what he means.
I'm not hating. I understand. I hate the fact that he said something about my dog for sure. I don't like that. So be aware here. Dr. Dre slander will not be tolerated on my watch. I'm not. It null and voids the whole diss. But the stuff he said about Kendrick, you engaging in warfare. I just think I'm with Justin. I can agree with Justin and say that he should have learned more from what happened before and should have did more studying on the man and came from a different angle. It would have been really nice to hear him come from an angle, especially like Justin said, he's had this time. But when you are in a world where you feel like you won, you're not thinking like that. He's not thinking that he lost anything. He said it on his song. What did I lose? I didn't lose anything. What did I miss? He didn't think he lost anything, so he doesn't feel like he need to change anything because he feels like what he did worked. And I feel like he definitely lost some fans.
Yeah.
Because people that was with him, it's not as cool as it once was. I like the music. Even when I play the playlist, it's like you're hearing it hits you a little different. You know what I mean? That's one thing about rap. If we find out that you like lame or something, or we don't like what you do as a person, it definitely affects on how we consume that music. For sure.
Got another one right here. This is a new member, Sweet Bree, 1143.
They call her Sweet P. No, Sweet Bree. And she goes to the store and gets some sweet tea. Hey, Sweet Bree. No, Sweet Bree. No, not Sweet P. They call her Sweet Bree. And she loves sweet tea with her.
She loved the sweet tea. And at this time, we about to bring in DJ Mormile Lee.
Millions.
That was good.
It was right there. You know what I'm saying?
Was good. I saw you right when I saw you getting ready. I saw your brain activating. I was like, he was waiting. I like it.
It is, man. Great to see.
Did you listen to this song, DJ? No.
Yeah, I listened to. Well, yes. Late,
okay.
1 a.m.
What do you think?
I thought it was cool. I thought it was a good warm up. It was a good warm up for tonight. I mean,
you weren't blown away,
right?
You weren't blown away.
What?
It didn't blow you away.
In what way?
So, remember last week we were talking about how off-record DJ will be blunt and colorful.
Yeah. I mean, I expected it.
Yeah. Okay.
You expected the warm up.
Yeah, I expected it. I expected him to come out swinging. I like the LeBron stuff. That was great.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I said the same thing too.
That was great. I mean, like, because it's true. I mean, there's no like, like you can say whatever you want, but it's true. Like, I mean, whether it was the right move, the wrong move, it's factual. So like, it's
So listen, I want before you get the LeBron stuff, you have to break down to the audience your personal feeling about LeBron because I can say he's one of your least favorite athletes. Can I say that without being?
Yeah, I mean,
you love Maverick, you love Rich, but
I mean,
I'm just
I like
saying.
him too as a person. Like, I have no like. It's not. I don't know. It's just basketball overall, and LeBron's just the forefront because he's the face of it. Just how he's started with the decision, and just kind of how I feel like basketball has kind of changed since LeBron's been the face of it, and I like it less. Like, it just
So
like, I mean, how to break it down. Like, I mean, like the super team thing. Even though he really didn't start. I mean, I guess it was really KG and Ray Allen and them. Can I hear you?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. No, because
Okay.
Justin disappeared. But yeah, and like, I mean, I never liked the super team thing. Like, I think it like really made it a little lopsided, and now it's kind of coming back. So like the super team thing kind of died, but like I feel like the All-Star game got terrible after like Bron didn't do the dunk contest, which I think really hurt the dunk contest personally. And I think he would have been incredible at it, so it's not something he wouldn't even have been great at. So I don't know why he didn't do it, but I don't know. I just think it's kind of the NBA overall has gotten a lot more analytic, floppy, and like softer. I like the Jordan era better. And
So when Drake says that LeBron, he wasn't surprised to see him at arena because that's all he does is switch teams. You agree with that? You like that line?
it was brilliant.
You thought that was brilliant. So if you out of a 0 to 10, how would you rate that LeBron line?
I mean,
is that a 10?
He'd get 100 on a test. I don't know the rap line, but I mean, he'd get 100 for factual information.
What about the 20? What about the 23andMe? Because you have no real in your DNA. What about that
brilliant.
one?
I mean, I mean, it's like whether you like it or not, it's funny as fuck. Like, I mean, that's what it is. Like, and I love the guys. Mav's my guy, Rich my guy. I like LeBron. Never done nothing to me. I got no like, but that's funny.
Nothing funnier than hearing DJ and Rich Paul go back and forth about DJ saying how terrible LeBron is for basketball and Rich defending LeBron. Nothing better than that. We gonna have Rich on. We gonna have Rich Paul on here.
Terrible for basketball is not true. Like,
I'm talking about not.
I mean, that's
not the business of basketball. I'm just talking about
something ridiculous. Like, LeBron James has made the best sport of basketball $400 gajillion.
I'm talking about like
never ever say that he's terrible for basketball. But
the culture of basketball, like switching teams.
I just think
super teams and shit like that.
I mean, and Rich is incredible. The thing with Rich and me, which makes it so fun, is how much he likes to talk music and how much I like to talk sports. Like, we could kind of do trading places pretty well, I think, and I think that would go. I think that would go very well, personally.
I think that was his. I think that's his passion, music for sure.
That's what I mean. Like, I think it kind of like but yeah. So I mean,
but considering his number one client is LeBron James, and we are talking about a diss song here. Your favorite lines of the song?
That's just LeBron. The one that stuck out to me. It's also the one you got to realize. You're talking to me, like the things that pop up on my screen in the morning or ESPN, all the things that like all the sports stuff. That's what they're talking about. They're not talking about whoever the hell else Drake dissed on the record. You know what I mean?
I don't like the Drake stuff. You didn't like that either. I know.
No, of course not.
We don't like that. So that we're not Drake. We're not feeling that. That shouldn't be in there. I don't know what Dr. Dre got to do with anything. Leave him alone. It's crazy.
I mean, you told him. Terrible. I mean, to be fair, he listened to you. He said you said you wanted him to diss everybody.
Not Dr. Dre.
I know, but you just said everybody.
I don't want him dissing Dr. Dre.
I know, but you said
thoughts are physical. Thoughts are physical. Words are spells.
That means us. That means Ella. That means everybody. Like you said, everybody.
No, I want him to diss the people that dissed him. The people that like went ride with him.
But on the show last week, you said I want Drake to diss everybody. That's what you said.
And that's what happened.
So, like, I'm just saying.
Thoughts are physical.
You can't be mad that he listened to you. Like you're actually.
I'm not mad. I just don't want him dissing Dre. I don't know. I have nothing to do with it.
You are an influencer now. You're influencer.
No. He can't. He can't diss Dr. Dre. I'm not feeling that.
Oh man.
Hey, yo, so DJ, your volume low. Turn your volume up.
Low?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that means. What do I do? Just that?
Well, you're just off the computer, right?
Yeah.
It might be what we can do. I can fix it. No, I can't fix it in post because there's live streams now.
How do I get? I mean, I just.
Oh, do you have AirPods?
Nope.
Headphones?
Nope.
Okay, well, this is how we rock it.
What about your white headphones that you plug in?
Where would they go?
In the computer.
No, they don't. There's no port for that.
Really?
These are the old shits.
Oh, gotcha. And you don't have a dongle. You don't have a dongle.
No dongle.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Why do they call it that?
Yeah, it's a terrible name.
That's terrible.
I don't know.
But yo, you know,
when we were at work and they like scream out for them all the time in meetings, I like it just sounds so stupid. But
yo, the funniest thing is just sitting back watching DJ listening to them lyrical tracks, and then like the one part when something come out where it's like, "Oh, LeBron sucks." Ooh! Rewind that part. Say that again.
That's extreme. That's not fair. That's not fair. But yeah, I'm just saying. I did listen to it, but I woke up this morning and it was like I saw it on ESPN. I just saw it like places like they were talking about like that's like where I turn when what comes on my TV in the morning. That's what they were talking about. So that's what I was thinking about when I signed on.
Oh, they were covering that on ESPN today.
Yeah, well, it may not have been ESPN, Fox Sport, one of them.
I seen Kevin Durant up in Toronto with filming stuff. I wonder what that conversation is like with LeBron and Durant. Like, do they talk about like? I wonder, like LeBron gonna hit? Are they gonna have a conversation? That's what I want.
I have no idea. I mean, Durant. For all the stuff I don't like about basketball, Durant's every bit as guilty, if not more, than LeBron. So like, but yeah. So like.
That's a good question. Yeah, right. I wonder if in the NBA if they had to choose sides too. Right. I mean, we saw Steph Curry come out there and say, "I'm tired of Not Like Us. Can we play another song? There's other songs that are out here. We shouldn't be listening to Not Like Us still. It's been out forever." You know, I tend to think that their basketball brotherhood probably supersedes their relationship to Drake, but it gets petty.
I bet there's some side taking. I mean, they coincide a lot. So I mean,
right.
Well, you know what I got tired of with Steph Curry? His wife emasculating him on national television. I got tired of that.
Yeah, that was kind of terrible. I didn't
like that.
I didn't know why anybody cared to talk about that. Like it was like why like
I didn't like
needs
that
to happen. I mean, I know probably why the media wanted to see it happen, but I didn't understand like how it started down that path. Like let's engage this conversation just seemed weird to me the whole time. But yeah. By the way, Ella made my whole thing into a fort, so I was undoing it. But this is what I found in the.
Look at that!
That's what she was sleeping on. Because she was in here. Like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to undo this whole thing.
You know what? He's not watching, but it's Cole's birthday today. Happy birthday, Cole Bennett,
yes,
man!
Sir.
The legend, the icon. Happy birthday! That means it's Lyrical Lemonade's birthday today. So yeah, happy birthday,
she knew.
Cole. She knew. She knew it was his birthday.
Funny, I've sent Cole pictures of. Ella's had this since she's a baby, and like he's gotten like yearly updates with her holding this like since she's like little, so it's kind of funny.
That's cool. That's
dope.
Wow. You want to catch some more super chats here?
Absolutely.
Big shout out to Nick S. real fast. Gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, man. Nick, man, thank you, Nick. That's amazing right there.
Thank you so much. That's incredible.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man.
We got PB Lade here says, yes, more millions. The NBA has regressed as a whole under his watch. He did the same thing to the league that Drake did to hip hop.
Oh my God. What, making a lot of money?
Yeah, they both did that.
But they definitely made a lot of money. But because DJ, you don't like how he goes about conducting his business. You don't like how he goes about doing, like how he does what he does. You know
what are we talking about? Bron again?
LeBron, yes. You don't like how like the team stuff and not.
I mean, we're now
What
getting
don't
to
you
the
like?
point. We're getting to the end of his career now, so now I'm starting to like soften on it a little. Like a lot of guys, I didn't like their whole careers. Like I become fans of them at the end when they're like at the end of their rope and still carrying things. So I don't dislike as much as I used to in his prime when I thought he could have dominated the league without making it as in his favor as possible to win. Like I thought he was great enough to be able to win, to figure out how to win, not on his own, but at home and before like moving around. I never liked that. And I didn't like, I don't know. It's a little too soft, like a little too whiny for me. But at the end of the day, he's still incredible. I mean, he's like, I guess, but the comparison to Drake, I'm trying to fit like the dominant force, watering it down. What's the idea? What's the concept of
I think Drake made hip hop bigger. When
he
people say
made it bigger,
made it bigger,
but
man,
you can
made
make
it better.
But I mean, the same argument can be made about LeBron. Definitely got more worldwide, more bigger. More, I mean, like, and the NBA definitely hasn't gotten smaller. You know what I mean? Maybe it's
the amount of excuses that people make for both of them.
Hey, listen, hey, DJ, this guy Justin.
I'm trying to throw as many. I'm trying to be Steve Nash here as much as possible.
This guy Justin. When I tell you, he comes with some bars. It's like drop the mic hate moments on LeBron. Yeah. Like it's just, I mean, on Drake, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's amazing.
They make a lot of excuses for Bron, and don't get me wrong, like he is incredible. Don't get me wrong, like from a Iron Man award standpoint, from a longevity standpoint, I think it's amazing that we got to see him play with his son in the NBA. Like that is phenomenal. Fantastic. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think that really is the bulk of his goatness.
I think LeBron is a greater basketball player than Drake is a rapper. That's what I'm going to say. So, like, on the list, I would put LeBron, like, Drake is not higher on the rap list than LeBron is on the basketball list. So, we have a top 10 of rappers of all time, Drake is not higher than LeBron is on top 10 basketball list.
Justin, your whole bottom of the GOATs debate, the Drake thing, like I don't think LeBron's the bottom of the GOAT. Like I don't
exactly
falls in that. Like, I mean,
I would say
I just don't think so. But
but even Tim Hardaway's comments yesterday, it's kind of how I feel about LeBron. I'll pull it up.
What do you say?
Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway always saying something crazy, man. Right?
We have Tim Hardaway here. Let's share this tab here. Get the shortcut key going. About how you like me now. Hall of Famer Tim Hardaway ranks Kobe, Shaq above LeBron James. They had killer instinct. And so what he said was, where he said, no, where's the quote?
While you looking for that, I hate that. Or I hate when people do that killer instinct shit. I can't. It makes me so mad. Like that pisses me off. Skip Bayless, he doesn't have the clutch gene. He's not the. Hey yo, man, this man been playing basketball. He's 40-some years old, out there running with 19 and 20-year-olds that are at the peak of their athleticism. Yep. What are we talking about? Like, do you understand how difficult that is? Running up and down that floor at this age. He has all the killer instinct because he does all the things that it takes to continue to play. Dog, do you remember what Shaq looked like at LeBron's age on a basketball court? No way. Do you remember what Kobe looked like, guys? He could barely get through that game.
Those are two different conversations, though.
I'm just saying. I'm not
disagreeing. Like, he definitely has the commitment and the physical,
yes, but that takes killer instinct to even do that. That's killer instinct, DJ. Yeah, it does, dog. You got to be a killer to even do that.
That's competitive,
right? And it's also like the best DNA gene pool we've ever seen. Like that.
Dog, it's a lot of athletes.
He was just he was gifted with things no one else can improve on themselves in that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking LeBron. I have no problem with him being, the GOAT in a lot of people's eyes. But when I think about when I think about it, I do think LeBron is arguably bottom of Mount Rushmore, which I think is probably a better way to look at basketball in general. But here's what Tim Hardaway said. These guys like Magic, Michael, Kareem, and Kobe, they had killer instincts. They came out and they didn't let their team waver, gave the team confidence. I think at times he doesn't bring it the way we want him to bring it. Like James Harden. We want James Harden to bring it. We know what he can do. We want to see that we're like, come on, James, we need this game. I want to see you take over this game, and then sometimes, and that's the way we feel with LeBron James. Okay. That was a very choppy sentence. I would love to hear how he said that, because it's funny.
I thought you were reading it wrong, but
no, I was trying to read it accurately, and maybe that's the problem. But that is the debate right now. I don't think that takes away from his greatness overall, nor do I think that Drake's greatness is compromised by any means, But I also don't think it's a slight to say that for either of them, on that greatness scale, there's definitely arguments as to why maybe they shouldn't be higher. And I think that's okay to say.
I think anybody saying Drake's not one of the greatest is they hating, but he's one of the greatest people to make music. He's had this extended run, but I don't think he's on the level of LeBron that he is in basketball. It's a different thing, because the argument with LeBron is Jordan, him, most times being no one's arguing that Drake is he don't get the greatest rapper alive arguments anymore, especially after this battle. I think that kind of like, me and Justin we had this conversation, it kind of like defeated that. He can bounce back if he comes with crazy music, but as of right now, I don't think people are general consensus, man. People aren't saying he's the best ever, because this is two battles where he got it handed to him. He lost the Pusha T battle, and he definitely lost his thing with Kendrick. And I think because he stopped talking about Pusha, he's learning to say, I'm not gonna let up on Kendrick because I did that with Pusha, and people just put an L on my record. So I'm gonna keep talking about Kendrick so that this L won't exist if I keep talking about it, because people can be like, how did he lose? His album just sold this many records in a week. You know what I mean? He won. He's still talking about Kendrick. His career didn't change. That's going to be the argument from people that rock with him.
That's part of the LeBron argument. Like when they argue, I mean, it's not like the same negative, but it's like, how can you say, like, look at what, like, LeBron's doing things that Jordan never did, like, because the category's still going, and like LeBron's been doing this at 38, doing this at 39, doing this at 40, doing this, still an all NBA guy at 41. It's 20,000 seasons, whatever.
And he started out of high school.
Yeah, he's the common sense to me is like he's still trying to do what Jordan did in however many years and double the years. Like, so he's still trying to catch him in the categories that really matter.
Right.
Like, and all the things that are per game as opposed to quantitative. So like, to me, that breaks my brain in a lot of ways on how you're saying that makes like that, like the Iron Man shit and what he's done is never, and if that's the category we're talking about, he is so far the greatest of all time that there shouldn't even be a conversation.
Yeah, like, it's him and Kareem. It's him and Kareem.
And Kareem, but he's done it as a more dominant force at the end of his career. It's not even like Kareem wasn't still one of the 5 best players at 42 years old. He was still playing, right. But I mean, like it's still like.
Kareem also went to college.
Yes, UCLA. Right. But I'm just saying, like that kind of. Like the Iron Man, Cal Ripken kind of street kind of stuff is right. But yeah, I mean, was Drake ever? I mean, I'm not fighting him because I'm a Drake fan. Was he ever like being talked about as like the greatest rapper ever? Like it depends what because it depends on category. There's more like categories in rap like than there is like.
I don't think I never heard that. I think I've heard most successful.
Most successful for sure. He was in the conversation. Yeah. One of the like just. Chameleons and able to do everything and so many things, definitely up there. But I've never when we were talking about like the arguments, like not that Drake didn't belong there, but nobody was ever like, I never had a conversation where somebody was like standing on like greatest rapper, like rap, like, and that's usually the conversations we have. We very rarely have like battles on who the 5 most successful rappers of all time. Like, I've never had that. I've never had like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Forbes list, you know.
Yeah. It's just like you can just go on Billboard and counts. Like, so,
Right.
Can I ask y'all a question, just real quick?
Of course.
Because I consider us to be friends right here, all of us, right? So if
That's nice.
no, I'm just saying. So
That's a hard title. That's a hard title to get from Stat.
That's life. That's
Stat doesn't give that out.
Yeah.
But check this out. So let's say somebody comes and disses you guys, right? And says something that's out of pocket. Let's say you have a more mortal beef with someone. Actually, DJ does.
I was like, you really want to go here? Is this what we're doing?
No, I'm just saying it's somebody that DJ don't like, but me and Justin are still cool with him.
Right.
If you see me at the event and I'm dancing around, would you look at me differently because I'm dancing around at dude's event or me and Justin there? Would you be mad at me?
No, I don't care.
Okay, cool. So because that's the thing with
That's what this is.
That's what this is with Drake. Like,
right.
Like this really boils down to you're mad that he went to the pop out, which as a grown ass man, like let's just get down to it. Cause I'm gonna go here because I don't be one to hate. But as a grown ass man,
very different topics.
That's some sensitive ass shit though, DJ.
No, but you're telling me, so if you went to a party, if you went to a thing that was specifically basically targeted at dissing me in front of the world, that's a little different than you going to a party.
What you're saying.
Like that was very targeted. I'm just saying.
He
like, I'm saying
he can't go.
You're going to, you're dancing at his event. This is him just trashing my career and my name and my family and everything like that. Like that's what you're going to?
Did he trash his family?
I'm saying I'm just.
Well, he's 10. He kind of did. He kind of did.
Like, what do you mean? Did he trash? I was like, am I supposed to answer that? I was like, I thought maybe there was something wrong. I was like,
I wouldn't say maybe trash is too strong, but yeah, Dennis caught a lot of shots.
Yeah, he didn't exactly big
his mom. He talked to his mom.
Party, and this was literally 20,000 people performing to a diss record to him 58 times in a row, live streamed or whatever it was.
Yeah,
I do see your point there. I do see your point on that, DJ, though. That is a little bit different.
I'm not saying that it's wrong or right. I'm just saying it's not the same thing as what you just. I was just making the comparison.
But would y'all be upset with me if I went though? Would you be mad? Would y'all be like, "Yo, I can't believe you did that"? Would you want to do a diss? I'm just saying. Like, do you think he's validated to want to diss LeBron?
If you knew that's what's happening, would you go
to diss you? No,
yeah.
I wouldn't.
That's what I mean.
Right.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like he had like. That was like trying to be down. It looked like, I'm with you. Like
the problem I had with it when LeBron was there is like he was, and I know this how he is because he's rapping the songs, but he was really rapping them. And then
he
his
loves
wife
to do that though. He gets into
they was
it.
dancing.
That's just how it is.
They was dancing. They was going. That probably just hit Drake a certain type of way because they probably been on missions together and all that. You know what I mean? Wifey don't like Drake because they've been on missions. You know what I'm saying? Wifey ain't fooling with him, And so they over there. Drake at the crib like word, like say word, like not you, like that, not you, bruh, not you. I just had you at the crib with with the whoop wops. You understand me? Like not you, dog, not you doing that. I'm about to put your business out here. I got you on tape at the house, man.
And that's where Fighting Irish Freestyle comes from.
Man. Yeah, so I think Bron ain't. I wonder what Drake did to Bron to make him do that.
Probably nothing.
Right, yeah.
Nah.
That's the point. No.
Nah, he probably did do something.
I'm betting it was nothing.
He might have messed with some low hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying?
I got nothing on that. That conversation.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't know either.
I'm just saying.
You think it's nothing?
If it was, I don't think. I'm saying, but it wouldn't be ridiculous for it to be just like, yo, he just loved the record and it's LA and everybody was going and he wanted to be like that, like, and he didn't overthink it to the point, like, or maybe he did. I don't know. I'm just saying. I doubt Drake did anything that great. If
the roles were reversed, if the roles were reversed and Drake would have won the battle and he was having his version of the pop out in Toronto, and I love Boy Wonder, but my connections are over here, I would not have went to that show. My allegiance with the other side. I wouldn't have went.
I wouldn't have gone either, to be honest.
I definitely wouldn't have been rocking to it. So I can understand. At first, I'm like, man, Drake being a little
live
tender.
In Toronto though. LeBron lives here.
Okay, but okay,
if easier show up. That's
if
all
it
I'm
was
saying. Like,
if it was down the street, I didn't go to the pop out. So as much as I just didn't, I didn't even go to the pop out. But not because I didn't support. I just when there's so many people in LA that get together, it's always like it feels like something can happen. I don't want to be a victim of circumstance.
I wasn't there. I get it.
Yeah, I don't do crowds in LA.
It was great.
Yeah.
Oh,
of course you were there, dog.
Of course, yeah. Of course you were there. You performed.
Justin does not miss. Justin does not miss revolutionary events.
Never.
Protests.
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
Gang unifications.
Gang unifications.
You know?
New West Coast versus old West Coast. Justin was right there with his pen and pad. You know what I mean? He's right there. Live.
10 feet from the stage.
Nah, but I can understand. I can understand Drake being upset about that. Like, it's my boy. Like, you over here, you crip walking or whatever to a song that's basically making these comments about me, and he performed it like 8 times.
Now it's like they ran. It was not like, oh, it was song 12 in the set. It was song 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, they ran it like
they did it 5 times, and then they played the instrumental. So 6 times for the 6th guy.
So you can make your own. Yeah, great.
Yeah,
I mean, Drake made plenty of songs about Bronny, about the buy land. Like, he thought they was really tight. So he probably felt stabbed in the back. Yeah. So for that, I could feel why. That's why his LeBron disses were the best things on this diss record. The LeBron disses were really good. I mean, they were good. But calling your man Muggsy Bowles and all that, the short jokes is fucking lame.
You want to get some more super chats?
Absolutely.
This is from Tua Man the Great says, been missing a lot of the lives, but love watching it back afterwards. Love this podcast. Rampage Jackson and then Stat Quo, funniest 2 people on the internet.
Rampage is hilarious, man. Adrian Bronner, what's that dude? He's funny too.
Bronner.
Yeah, he's funny. He's hilarious too. But yeah, I got to get with Rampage, man. We got to do a little. I'm gonna figure that out.
That would be awesome.
Have me and Rampage just do a stream. I'm gonna go. That's gonna be it. He could teach me how to fight and shit. You know what I mean? That dude's hilarious.
Okay.
That dude's hilarious.
All right, we did this one. Let's see. Did we do this one? We did that one. Let's see. Did we do this one? Ozop says, them bars Drake owned feelings, stop trying to downplay. I can't remember which one that was about, but
Man,
word up. Thank you for the super chat.
Thanks for the super chat, but y'all need to stop it, man. But Drake, anybody in this chat saying Drake is not nice and that he didn't execute these rhymes and come off good, like, come on. Y'all is foul.
Oh, you talking about on this song?
The song in general, Drake did a good job, man.
Yeah.
Justin.
Yeah.
Justin, he did a good job.
I just listened to you give all the Kendrick disses a 6.66.
But that's not the only thing in there. It's just, that's not the totality of the record. But if you add everything else up,
we've been waiting 2 years. What are we talking about?
No, but I'm
saying 2 years to think about this stuff.
If you add the other disses that he has in the song, the Joe Budden, the two LeBrons, that'll push that average to about a 7 or 8, and that's exactly where this song is.
Okay.
Like push-ups.
That's fair.
Push-ups to me, the part when he's rapping fast was my favorite part of that. The other 2 parts I really wasn't feeling.
Oh, you mean Family Matters or Push-Ups?
Family Matters, yeah.
Yeah.
When he's rapping fast in the middle, that side of his hood on. Blind to get that to get shine to get a hood song. Blind that I was like, oh, he's skating.
Yeah.
He was skating on that shit. I don't care what y'all say.
Right,
yeah. He was. Come on, Justin. Was he not?
Well, he was skating. That's not my favorite part of the song, but he definitely was skating.
Yeah,
my favorite part of the song is the end. I like it when he's funny. You know, when he was like, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now. That part is fire to me. That is the angle. You know, to me, that I'd play that angle more than I'd play these short jokes. You're gonna come back with some stuff that you haven't, you've already said.
Do you know what I would
talk
do?
about how he's too accomplished.
Nah, you know what I would do? You know how I would attack Kendrick Lamar? I would call him a hypocrite. Because
That's what he tried to do, though. He just used he did. That's exactly what he tried to do. He said, "You rapping like you're trying to get the slaves freed.
No.
You acting like an activist is make believe."
But he never attacked gang culture.
Well, he can't. He's trying to, he supports it too.
Nah, I would have totally abandoned it, and that's the angle that I would have went at.
Yeah.
I would have been like,
You're
over here talking about.
You're halfway up the screen. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I would have totally let it go and been on the gang stuff. I would have went all the way there with it.
He went all the way Hell's Angels, so it is a gang.
Yeah, that's true. That's the problem. He's conflicted with the things he got going on, so he couldn't.
Right.
I mean, personally, I'm not affiliated with any of that, so I'm just talking about what I would have done.
Right.
Like,
he's like, you know what? Hell's Angels. Let me sign a cartel Mexican group.
That wasn't good.
I don't know what this. Okay,
I don't know what's going on.
Let's not be stuck over here. We got another one right here. It's from Stacks of Vinyl. Stat is always saying songs are collaborative, but will never say Kendrick specifically had help writing verses like Drake does.
Because Kendrick doesn't have help writing verses. I told people how that goes. He doesn't. So if you have a conversation with someone and someone takes the conversation and turns that into a record, you all collaborated. That's a collaboration, guys. That's inspiration. That's a direct inspiration of something. If we talk about like, yo, it'd be a dope song, or we sit there and talk about it, and then you go write the song. That's the idea. The ideas change the world. So no one's sitting down with Kendrick writing verses with him. No, that's not happening. But he didn't write all the hooks. There's people in there helping with hooks, and there's other people that's having conversations with him. You don't make a masterpiece. You don't make masterpieces without having other people in there. You know what I mean? Like you don't do it. It's like a band. The drums is dope, but it's better when you have the electric guitar, the bass. You know what I'm saying? The piano. When it all comes together, it makes a better song. So, yeah, Kendrick is the drum and the heartbeat of all his music, and generally he writing all his verses or whatever. But it's a collaborative effort. There's a whole team behind what he's doing. He's not in the studio by himself, just an evil genius. Even Prince, who could play everything, still had people playing on records, doing things that was better than him on it. It's a whole team, man. Y'all, a lot of y'all people thinking that every artist is just like going in the studio by themselves. They don't got a manager. They're putting it out. They're clearing the samples. They just sit on the phone, doing the business. Go ahead.
Like that Bugs Bunny cartoon where he plays all 9 positions.
That's not. This is when people gonna realize that rap music and music period is more like football than it is golf. It's not golf. It's football. And that's what it is. It's a team. It's an organization. It's a bunch of people on the field doing their job at once. But we can all say the quarterback is the most important person on the field. And the artists are the quarterback. That's how I want this to be explained to y'all. But this is not golf, guys.
But also, even Tiger Woods had a swing coach at his peak.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, he gave an example earlier about acting coaches.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
Let's see. We got JT Poole here. Says, Stat, please address King Kunta lyrics. Dot is clearly distinguishing himself from other rappers who use ghostwriters. Is Kendrick bull jiving?
No, because he's talking about verses.
Verses, right.
He's talking about verses. But this is where I would have the argument, because what is the most important part of a song? I'll wait. Most songs, what do we remember the most? Everybody in the chat, what do we remember the most about every song that you love? Think about your most important part. Tell me what it is. What is it? Say it, Justin. Say it.
It's the hook. It's the hook.
Okay, cool. So if I got
I like that.
so if I got somebody writing the exactly.
Right.
So if I got somebody writing the most important part of the song, right? What are we talking about? Jay-Z's first #1 hit was New York. He had nothing to do with that chorus. All he did was New York, yeah, Hove. Ain't nobody saying, dog. We don't, dog. I made the Yankee hat more famous than the Nicky chain. And all that shit cool. Get to the hook, bro. New York, concrete jungle where streets are made. I don't give a fuck what he talking about. That shit cool. But what's the hook, bro? What the hook gonna be? We jamming to the hook. Dun, dun, dun. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Dun, dun. So if somebody wrote that, that ain't important. That ain't important if somebody wrote that. So that's what y'all try to tell me. People that write hooks ain't important. And every rapper throughout the history, Biggie, Jay-Z, Rakim, Nas, Scarface, DMX, whoever you want to say is the greatest, have all Ghostface, Raekwon, all of them have had hooks written for them. I don't want to hear that. The
Eminem.
hook is the Eminem. Everybody has had a hook written for them. Dog, Eminem is one of my favorite songs. It's my namesake, Stan. He had nothing to do with that hook. He's the frozen up and around, but out of bed at all. Only raindrops in my window.
You obviously wrote it since you know the words so well.
What I'm saying to you is, what we remember about these songs is the chorus. Y'all got to grow up. Stop talking about these dudes ain't dope because somebody wrote this different because they wrote the hook. Oh, no, that don't count. They wrote the bridge. Like, yo, what? What? Are y'all crazy? So when the rappers go back and forth, when Biggie and Jay-Z went back and forth and Jay-Z said one of Biggie's line leading into the song and then Biggie said some of Jay-Z's line. So in that technically they was writing for each other? I'm just saying. So Biggie ain't great, Jay ain't great because they was writing for each other on that song? Thumbs down to all of y'all with y'all boo DJ style.
You're stealing my thumbs down. That's crazy.
So to answer Jay Poole's question, no, Kendrick was not bull jobbing.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah. That was his 4,000 word answer without an answer, but yes.
We got this one is up here from Jimbo Shrimp, Stat, complicit in trash music and unauthentic-ish. You're complicit. I mean, we did a whole music? Well, look. Hey, to be fair, we did a whole segment on the Tuesday show that is up now. It's timestamped on the live. You can go see it, where Stat talks about how he almost killed hip-hop.
No, you said that I almost killed hip hop. You asked the question.
I didn't say that.
That was the question that you posed, and I said I did not almost trash.
But that came from another conversation that we had, and you described it that way, and the other person was like, "Oh, that's a great thumbnail."
No, I described it as no. Listen, because see, trash to me,
That's
trash
fair.
to
Okay.
me could be treasure to somebody else. So just because it's not my cup of tea don't mean it's not for somebody else. I don't like broccoli.
Right.
Well, I do like broccoli. I can't think of a vegetable I don't like. Oh, I don't like truffle. Oh my God. I think truffle is the nastiest thing that has ever been created. I think if there's a devil, that leads me to believe that the devil exists because the devil created truffle. But there are people that literally put truffle on their fries. I want the truffle fries, and it smells like shit. Like, I'm sorry, I know I don't want to get demonetized, but it smells so bad. And people just eating it with ketchup. This is delicious. Truffle is nasty.
Okay? Truffle fries are really good.
I love
you see this? You see this?
It's so good.
But I mean, you're wrong about almost everything, so this is right on.
No, see what I'm saying? They like truffle. Truffle's gross. So that's what I'm saying. Universally, to me, I think truffle should be trash. But DJ and Justin, I think
99% of the world.
I think we were somewhere and Justin and DJ were eating truffle fries, and I was about to puke at the table.
Yeah, Joey's. They were good. They were great.
It was disgusting.
I might order them today.
But that don't mean it's trash for everything. My trash is another person's treasure.
Right.
So that's it.
You're right. Trash is probably a little too strong there. Stat complicit in trash music and unauthentic ish. I think he just got his answer. So we'll move on. So we got a new member, Coco Blueberry. That's a dope ass name too.
Yeah.
Coco Blueberry.
Coco Blueberry. Coco Blueberry. That's all. It's because of the Not Like Us beat. Coco Blueberry. Coco Blueberry. She's like us. Coco like us. Coco like us. Coco Blueberry. Coco like us. Coco like us. Coco like us.
Yo, and that's a double entendre.
Yes. Coco Blueberry.
Yeah, Coco like us. She like us, and also she likes us enough to be a member.
And
Nice-
somebody
that's a nice
just
double.
somebody just said I love the money that Aubrey brings in. I absolutely do love the money that he brings in. Okay, and somebody was talking about our podcast when I'm gonna say this again, saying Stat wants Aubrey to diss Kendrick. I absolutely want him to diss him all the time. I want him to talk about it all the time. We had over 1,000 people in here. Normally, the last time we had like 100 people in here when we talk about all the other stuff. Y'all don't care about it, but with Drake and Kendrick, here y'all come. So we gonna rock with you, baby. We got to get the people what the people want, cause the people want it, man. Huh? Yeah.
We got another super chat from Matto52 says Drake putting out a bajillion songs is part of the issue. He should be boxed up like the dude who made a million AI songs.
Oh my God, what's up with people,
Cold,
man?
that's cold blooded.
Put him in the box. They want him in jail.
That's cold blooded.
He wants him in jail because you don't like his music. Get out of here with that.
Yeah,
I appreciate your super chat though.
Yes,
and I
yeah,
appreciate you. I appreciate that, but you wrong. You out of pocket, dog. In a box? What kind of box is that?
Look, to be fair, never mind. You know, I don't even want to go down there.
Yeah,
No,
I feel you coming from. I'm not even gonna go
What
down
if?
there.
What if? Let's just, hypothetically. Let's just be real. If something happened to Drake tomorrow, it'll be a funeral that you wouldn't believe, man. And all y'all people would be like, man, you know, as much as I didn't like him, he was great for the industry. I love this music. You know, that's just how it is, dog. Y'all switch sides.
Wait, I didn't take this as death. I took this as jail.
I'm just, and I'm using that as an example. Like,
Gotcha,
if he didn't make any more music, it would be bad for everyone. People wouldn't want that.
I mean, everyone is very strong there.
As an industry. As an
Okay,
industry,
that
it'd be
makes
bad
sense.
for hip hop.
The rap industry.
We need Drake. We need Drake. We need Kendrick. We need Travis Scott. We need these guys, man. We need them because we don't have replacements. Because technically, when I was coming up, if you was Drake's age or even Kendrick's age, your career was pretty much done.
I mean, look, I think hip hop is bigger than all of us. Hip hop gonna be fine, whether we here, whether Drake's here, whether Kendrick's, whatever. Hip hop gonna be fine, and so that's where I pause when I get to this conversation about who we need and who we don't need. All of us are expendable.
We don't need Kendrick. I think we need Kendrick.
I'm just saying, if I'm speaking from a hip hop context, hip hop has done a fantastic job of refreshing itself through the blood of patriots and tyrants. You know what I'm saying?
Who's coming up behind those the Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole?
Just because we don't see, I'm not. I understand what you're saying. You're speaking from an industry standpoint. I'm speaking from a hip hop standpoint. I think hip hop is going to be fine. Hip hop will.
From a hip hop standpoint, who coming up behind them?
Hip hop itself is just the culture and the conversations and all the things that make up hip hop is hip hop. If you need names of who is hip hop coming up, there's a laundry list of people you could name. But my point is separate from the point I think you're making. You're speaking again from an industry standpoint, and big tent poles bring revenue and attention and eyes to everybody in the space, including us, right? And I respect that. And so, yeah, in the moment, yeah, this is really good. This is great. Drake dropping right now. Everybody's views on everybody's channel who's talking about this are up.
Hey,
The first people that went into Culture United today that I saw this morning when I woke up after the live stream was done, like with the new people who were coming in, all super Drake fans who came in there to hate. There's like nothing but like 50, 60 different comments from Drake people talking about, look at this ugly Drake hater panel. They can't even just have one Drake person. They just got to have all of them. His teeth look ugly. He fucked up. Like the whole thing looks like that.
Hey, I want to give y'all some behind the scenes that me and Justin be going through because Justin, I want Drake face on everything. I
For
want I
real.
want it. I want Drake face on every video because and Justin be trying to hide. He'll put all kind of shit up there. He trying to switch it around. I'm like, nah, throw Drake up there. Justin can't stand it. But me, put him up there. We need because we know his people gonna pull up. I got y'all, dog. Come on in, Drake fans. Don't be afraid. I'm gonna bring some levity to it. We gonna do it right, man. We gonna y'all all right with me, man. Keep supporting. Come on in, man. Subscribe just like the rest of them. You know what I mean?
I gotta say this. Stat's so right about that. Like, as much as I hate thumbnails, I will make. You have 3 A/B test slots on there. I'll run all 3 every time. I'm like,
Every time.
Please let something else win.
Yeah. And every time the Drake will win.
Every time the Drake shit wins. I did this yesterday on the video I put up on the BTS band that everybody was saying was copying BTS, the K-pop band that everybody was saying was copying Kendrick. And I was like, oh, this K-pop thing would be cool, yeah. No, lost to the Drake headline. Drake Kendrick headline. It's Drake. It's Drake week. It makes sense. I think when an artist is on cycle, it's fine. You know what I mean? I just think when it's off cycle, it's kind of crazy. You know, like we didn't talk about Drake on Culture United first. It just had to be the first 2 months a year, 2.5, 3 months a year.
And that's why it took so long for it to pop off. You should have just been. You should have jumped on Drake from the jump. You'd have been going crazy.
I was like,
Hey,
stat knowledge.
I'm extremely happy with the audience we've built through that process.
Listen,
we have an audience that likes to hang with us without Drake.
No, listen,
and that is the thing that isn't always there.
Justin, you have to accept something, brother. Listen, your Drake hate top 5 in the nation, baby. You're on the Mount Rushmore of Drake haters. Joe Budden, I say Charlamagne number 1 because he's been hating Drake since he was working in South Carolina. Okay, and which is crazy because you from North Carolina. I think there's something going on with the Carolinas and Drake because the top 3.
We're a powerful region.
We're a powerful region, and that white dude that come on your thing, just his sheer the passion and the way he comes at it. He's definitely in the top 5.
Professor Sky.
Oh
my God!
He's right below you. He's incredible.
I don't think anybody can contextualize all of the people who contextualize anybody who doesn't like Drake, everything they don't like about Drake so succinctly. Like, my man, gambling groomer. Oh,
you know who's rounding out the top 5?
Who's that? Glasses.
Glasses Malone.
Glasses. He's the final boss. Glasses is the OVO final boss.
OVO final boss.
He's the final boss.
Listen, he hate Drake, so he hate Drake in a way you feel like you're gonna get beat up. I would not engage in a Drake conversation with Glasses on the internet. I won't do it. I'll shut up.
We got this one here from David Jones 1212. Lupe posted Lake Como on his story, which is a potential track on the album tonight. Is Lupe on this album? Let me see if I can find out.
Ooh, that'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
What happens then?
What does that do?
Yeah, does the podcast explode? What happens with that?
It's probably the best song in the project.
But I'm gonna tell you this. Let me tell you this, and me and Justin have had this conversation. Lupe Fiasco is someone that no one should be trying to engage in a battle with.
Don't even do it.
That dude is a problem. Okay, it would definitely because if y'all don't know, Lupe has thrown out things at Kendrick. Let's just keep it real. They have had not Kendrick hasn't said nothing, but Lupe definitely has tried to engage. Kendrick smartly did not do that. It would be a different type of situation because Lupe would do exactly what I said, which is study all of the music. He would approach it from a Professor Sky's place on how he goes at Drake. That's why.
Hold on, I'm going to just see if I can find out some information real fast.
He's excited. We could hear.
He's trying to figure it out.
Crazy.
That would be one of the from a Drake standpoint, where he is now. That'd be a pretty smart thing to do. It'd be a very smart thing to do.
That's Voltron. You don't listen. I'm gonna go get your sensei. Lupe crazy with it.
Because Lupe and Joe Budden are really interesting, right? Like Joe Budden, I feel like Joe Budden feels about. I don't know. I would just look at this whole thing as being like, damn, that'd be really interesting if they collaborated together. Because I know they have a lot of respect for him. for each other. And I know that Lupe has a lot of respect for Drake. He's talked about that. Lupe's got a lot of respect for Kendrick, of course, and all these people. But I just think that they actually make a pretty good song too. I think a lot of things that Lupe does really well would work well with, Drake being a hook monster.
Compliment.
Yeah, I think they would complement each other. Okay, cool. All right, bet.
Lupe did not write the hook for Superstar.
Right, yeah, he didn't.
He's one of the greatest rappers on the planet Earth. But that was the most important thing on that song. If you are what you say you are, that song's a smash.
Well, I can confirm that Lupe's not on the album. So that's what happened. So we're fine with that. Okay.
Justin is safe.
It would have been an amazing song.
It would have been interesting.
It would have been amazing. Follow Risk says, would Eminem diss Drizzler on Dre's behalf?
Oh, absolutely. Eminem would diss everyone on this screen on Dre's behalf. What are you talking about? He have every right.
Yeah.
Would you diss the person that saved your life? I mean, I'm dissing everybody for Dre and them for sure. Ain't nobody. There's no Dre and them slander on my watch without me saying something.
Right.
When Game did that record, I told him, no. And I love Chuck. That's my brother. Like, I love him. But you can disagree with your family all the time. And I think he'll never say it, but I think he regret doing that song. Because what changed him doing that song? How did it change his career? It just made it more difficult for him when he came down to.
It just made the avenues to do anything more difficult.
Everything, man. All the stuff.
09746. Wow, we about to have some super chat beef. This is my first time seeing this on any platforms that I've seen. This one says, at It's Too Easy condoning sucker shit, make you a sucker. I hate that y'all refuse to acknowledge that Drake has had writers since Nicholas F. Kakashi.
Well, what I just said is everybody has writers, my friend. That's all I'm saying. I just named a bunch of records where the hooks are phenomenal, and you all probably remember the hooks more than anything on the song. And what I'm trying to tell you is that's a part of it. Again, I'm gonna say this again. Think about a football team. Rap is like football, not tennis or golf. It's when we go play the sport correctly, we need everyone to participate. Yes, the quarterback is the most important position, but you cannot play the game without all the people on the field. So that's what rap is. We need the offense, the defense, we need the quarterback. The quarterback's the most important person, and the artist is the quarterback. But that doesn't mean that the linemen, the running back, the wide receivers aren't just as important. So you guys are living in this fictional world where you think hooks aren't important and they're more important than the verses. Y'all are bugging. The hook is the most important thing in the song because the hook brings you back. What's that group that sang that, DJ? What's that? Blues Travelers. The hook brings you back. That's what I ain't telling you no lie.
I hadn't heard that in a minute.
Go listen to the song.
Travel. I was like thinking rap songs. I was like,
that was like the last band group I thought was going to come out of. Stat was going to mention.
I love that song because it's so true. The hook is so important, man.
Right, yeah. It is. We got this one. Issy Wealthy says, there's honestly plenty of things to diss Kendrick on, from his hypocrisy during the battle, acting like he isn't a part of the industry just as much as Drake is, his faux locks, his holier than thou demeanor. I feel like Drake did those things though. Like that was the stuff that Drake tried on Family Matters.
What do you mean faux locks? Man, what's wrong with people? Like, stop it, man. Y'all gotta stop, man. Like his holier than thou demeanor. What demeanor is that? This dude don't be doing nothing. Y'all gotta stop with Kendrick, man. Y'all gotta stop. Some of y'all, I'm gonna get on the OVO people right now. Y'all gotta stop it, man. Like Kendrick, I'm telling y'all, and I can tell you this, is just really a good man. DJ, tell him how much a great man Kendrick is as a person. Like your experiences dealing with him.
No, absolutely. I've never had a more like genuine experience, genuinely like listens to you, definitely like remembers conversations you guys had. Like, I mean, he's just one of those guys, which a lot of the great are, but he really is genuine, humble, I mean, just as a person, just from dealing with from before the first album broke to now. So like there's no
very engaging, like very like when you have a
thoughtful conversation. Yep,
when you have a conversation with him, he wants to know about what you have going on. He's
Yep.
talking. It's really good, really good conversations. Like he's an amazing guy, man. Stand up person, a real good dude. I mean, he was like I said, he was one of the hottest. He was the hottest thing going. And when I was shooting a video, we had the director and me and Bobby Creek was at a staircases downtown LA. This dude pulled up by himself in a Cadillac CTS and hopped out. He was by himself, and he was the hottest thing going, and he came out with us. You know what I mean? I want the record that we did, that I have. Man, he sent me that song back, and he sent it back in like 10 minutes, and he demolishes it too, as a matter of fact. And I wasn't popping or nothing going on. This this is a good man. Like, he's a good man. So when y'all talk about him, I understand it's a battle, but yeah, if I'm going to be comparing the person, I'm going to put Kendrick above Drake, because some of the things that Drake has been accused of doing when it comes to women, that ain't on Kendrick jacket at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, no sucker shit on Kendrick's jacket. Straight up.
I'll say this. Well, I think a lot of this comment right here, to me, I think that this comment feels more like a reaction to probably his interactions with Kendrick fans than Kendrick himself. Because, one, Drake tried this is what he tried. This is what he said. You acting like you're trying to get the slaves freed. You're acting like activists is make-believe. Like, that angle was what he tried to do, I would say, ineffectively. But this acting like he isn't a part of the industry just as much as Drake is, his holier than as much as Drake is. I run into a lot of in conversations I have with a lot of Kendrick fans. Sometimes I feel like they think that. I think sometimes they forget that he is signed to a major label. The way that they talk about him, like, he very much cares about money and capitalism, very much a part of the system, and I don't think he hides from that. I don't think that's an image or an energy that he has put out that separates that fact. I think he's probably done the best job of showing how you can advocate for energies and ideas that are opposite or separate from the industry while still being in the industry. Like, to me, he is people like Lupe, him, Talib Kweli, Mos Def at different points in time were great examples of how you didn't necessarily have to play the industry game to get industry support, right? But that doesn't necessarily come up in comments and conversations with Drake or Kendrick fans a lot. So I think that's probably where that came from. His faux locks, that makes me feel like he's not even, I don't know where he's from, but faux locks, I'm not sure if that makes sense. His holier than thou demeanor, like, that just feels like projection, but because he doesn't talk, right? So I feel like this is probably more of a conversation that he's probably had with Drake fans than something that would work well if Drake tried to do it, because Drake already tried to do it and it didn't work. Drake didn't know how to do it. If you're going to do it, you got to do it. He didn't do it. He's bringing up slaves for no reason. But that's what I see. Thanks for that, Is He Wealthy? We got V Sorceress here. Fact checked. Owls are elite predators with mid IQs. It aptly aligns with Drake.
I'm wrong. Thanks.
09746 says Drake dropped 100 gigabyte of content and y'all swear he MIA. For real. For real.
He did drop all that content, which I don't think he should have done that. I think I'm all for mystery. I think mystery better when it comes to music.
Tua Man the Great became a member. Mike's on you, Stat.
Who is this? What's his name? Tua
Man, like Tua.
Oh man, Tua Man the Great. Tua Man the Great. Some wanna hate, but it's Tua Man the Great. Too late on the slate. Got food on my plate. Then I pass it to my dog. Tua Man the Great. Oh wait, let it shake. We cook and bake. To a man, that great. Woo woo.
Figgy. That's the remix.
Oh my god,
Good remix.
Figgy.
09746 says Drake said that he on steroids and wouldn't pass a physical, and he didn't. Simple as that.
What is that? Who on steroids?
Thank you for the super chat. 09746. We got That Girl Shines just became a member.
God damn! This. You know what? We got to figure something out, cause it's getting heavy here with the rhymes. Let's see.
I mean,
then
look,
somebody just called my shit mid too. Don't be disrespecting my flows, man.
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
and truthfully, we haven't been giving raps to every first time super chatter anymore either.
That girl shine. That girl shine. Drop a line. She probably fine. She's a dime, cause that girl shine. I wish she could be mine. I wish she could be mine, cause that girl shine all the damn time. I'm going with an 80s flow with these right now, because it's easier for me to figure it out. I'm going
21 Blackjack says this didn't get more people to listen. He might as well have let the anticipation build.
That's not true. That's absolutely incorrect. Listen, whether you want to admit it or not, every platform dedicated to music or urban music and hip hop, all these podcasts, everybody's gonna be covering this right now today. So going into the release of his album, everybody's gonna be talking about this. This was masterful. It was great, regardless if you like it or not. It's all we care to listen to talk about with him. What else is he gonna talk about? I was hanging with the streamers. I was with Ben the Don. I was with Act in the back. Like, nobody don't care about that. We want what does it feel like when you walk up in Cheesecake Factory with your son and mothers is looking at you like, did you I just heard that song on the Super Bowl. Did you? A minor. How does that make you feel? We want to hear that.
I think he's going to get there. I can't imagine him not taking the opportunity to do that, even just for himself and for his own fans, on this project somewhere. But, you got to start with the inflammatory. Short jokes. All right, so we got...
short jokes.
To a Man the Great again says, been missing... Oh, we did this one. Okay,
you
cool.
did that one. Yeah.
All right, we got Read My Soul. Shout out to Read My Soul. Really dope creator out here in these internet YouTube streets. He says, these Marvin Room raps are sad. Short jokes and no growth. Yeah, this bar.
Marvin Room raps. Hey, but guess what, Read My Soul? You listened.
Yeah.
He won to even get you to listen. See, that's what y'all...
you tricked me. You got me.
That's
I
what
thought
y'all
it was
don't
going to be fire,
understand.
but now I got to listen to short jokes.
No, I want to... No. DJ, tell him. What does it cost? How do you sell a record today? Let's break it down, DJ. Tell him.
I mean, how do you sell a record?
No, how's a record sold? What constitutes a sale? What do people have to do?
Oh, stream. I was thinking completely different. I was thinking just having the positive and negative, having that kind of energy. But yeah, it's about, I mean, if you take out the super fan, the big sales, it's all streaming. It's all getting people to listen. It's all just quantity. The
moment y'all listen to his song, he is successful, because you all aren't fans of his stuff anyway. The moment that we talk about it, he's successful. He won just for you to listen to it. If you just listen to it and hate it, it's like somebody pays $50 to watch Floyd Mayweather get beat.
Yeah.
He won because y'all paid the $50.
And he doesn't get beat. So he really won.
And he doesn't get beat. He really won.
But that's a special one. But yeah. No, I mean, definitely it's different, because you could get the way sales are determined, like just listening to the music. Like you used to listen to records on the radio, and that didn't mean you were really, like, if you didn't shut it off, it didn't really equate the same way. Now it's like, if you listen, and that's how sales are. So all the haters that are listening, are adding to the sales. So whether you like them or not, you can't say like, don't count this one because I don't really like them. There's no button for that.
Exactly. So, I listened to it, but you don't count this one. This one don't count because I listened with hate.
I kept one ear closed. I didn't really like that. That ain't how it works, you know. So it's like, you know, like, and you're gonna listen to it over and over to really be able to critique and talk about how much you hate the raps. And I hated this one line was really terrible, and this was like, you know, it's like it is what it is.
Mm. This is from Kiminok. Says, Stat, how will Marshall feel about the Dre lines?
You already know how he feels about that. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like that. What do you mean? None of us like that. No, like, what are you talking about? Nobody likes that. And let's leave him alone, please, because that's a tree we don't want nobody barking up.
Yeah.
Now leave that alone. That's just even worse. That's even worse. That's even worse. That's even worse.
Yeah. Oh man.
Exactly. It's just what DJ just said. Oh man, leave that guy. Leave him in hibernation so he can enjoy the Lions and the Pistons. Let that man be.
So we could just enjoy the Pistons blowing a 10-point lead in the last 3 minutes live.
Oh God, yeah, that's terrible.
Check out K. Wait for real. He says, I don't have an opinion on that white woman, but Justin and Stat, Bobby Brown's My Prerogative, play Keith Sweat's Make It Last Forever, 2 greatest R&B albums. That Prerogative, My Prerogative album, dog, that's got so much burned when I was a kid in my house, like in the car, in the house, everywhere. That whole thing. Every time I listen to that song, Roni, just about a Roni, she's a sweet old girl, about the sweetest little girl, and it feels like a Drake. It feels like it feels like a Drake song. It feels like a template for a Drake song, like to me. Because like the way he's moving in between the rapping and then he sings it later, the same thing. Mm-hmm. Like it feels like, in that direction. In a positive way. I'm not saying that as a slight. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs ever.
You remember the Ghostbusters soundtrack? Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Because he did his rap in there too.
Yeah.
So he was early
R&B singers used to rap. That was how it went. It went from there was rappers and there was R&B singers, and R&B singers would have a rap verse, and then R&B singers would get a rapper for the rap verse, and then rappers began switch to get the R&B singer, and then it just went to just 808s and drum beats for a long time. We lost melody. We just lost melody for a while after that. That might have been the wrong Bobby Brown album, but still, I love that Bobby Brown album. Lord Racer, member for a month, says that boy thought he was Superman, but them owls fly in the lowest lanes. Bars. That was a bar. Good. That was good right there.
Terrible.
21 Blackjack says he's friends with the KD Mr. Team Jumper.
Who? Who, me? Oh, Team Jumper?
I think he's saying Drake. Drake is friends with Kevin Durant.
He's best friends with KD, Mr. Team Jumper. Oh, God.
LeBron's a Team Jumper, too.
KD the king, though.
Oh, listen, somebody asked this question. Miss Hummers, you get to this original sound. I want to see what's...
Okay, let's see. Where's Miss Hummers at? We got a lot of super chats here, fellas.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Miss Hummers. Okay. Miss Hudson, Justin, are you going to have an original sound for the third verse, like Tomato or 9 Second Applause? Has anyone ever penned a verse for Dot? I'm trying to figure out original sounds. So that is something that's coming.
And no one's penned a verse for Dot. No, it's not happening. But see, Miss Hummus is someone that seems to believe that the hook in the verse is they're not equal. So I think every part of the song is the same.
Well, you just gave us a soliloquy on the most important part of the song.
Well, I'm talking about as far as like songwriting. You can't have one without the other one. But yes, I do. The hook is what the most memorable part of the record.
I think when you keep saying the hook is the most memorable part, and I want to agree with you, but I don't. I think in a lot of cases, a line could be the most memorable part of the song, like a verse, a punch. The hook could be the most
A minor.
The hook can be the most important part of the song to drive it to where it needs to go. That 100%. I don't think there's even a remote argument. I don't think anybody's arguing that. But a lot of the most memorable part of songs are incredible lines. Like the catchiest and the most memorable are two different things. Like I mean, like so, like there's obvious, and even in that line, A minor is probably the most catchiest part too. But I mean, like as far as like
give me a song. Give me a song where a line is more important than the hook. to
I
you.
didn't say
Bomb atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't
But
define
you're
how I
saying
be
more-
driving these
you're saying
mockeries.
more important. Those
I mean,
are two
well,
very
excuse
different-
me.
Those are two
Okay,
very
hold on.
different arguments.
Hold on, you're right. Let me get it
You're
together.
telling me a lot of
More-
Eminem songs, the lines aren't
How-
the things you remember. Then I mean, the things that you think about in the song. You don't think about like.
No, I listen to.
Shady, like they're great, but like Eminem, the punchline kick, like these guys that just do these. Like I think in
I
rap
remember
songs,
that
like,
more.
a lot
I
of-
remember that more than anything. I am whatever you say I am. If I
Some-
wasn't, then
in
why
some
would you?
cases. In some cases, I'm saying, but there are
You
a lot of
gotta
great
lose
lines in
yourself
there.
in the music the moment you. Mom spaghetti, knee deep, arms are
Company's
ready.
name is Mom Spaghetti, not Lose Yourself.
Hey, listen. I understand.
I'm just
It's an
saying
Italian
there are things
restaurant,
that are
DJ.
like-
What you? They're not gonna call Italian. Lose yourself, and then we're gonna sell
I'm
pizza.
just saying
That's
there
not
are
it.
moments in records that like aren't like the
I
lines
agree.
that are cool as hell, and there's the things like that make you remember and love the record. The hook is what drives it, what makes it monetize the most, what gets it on radio, all those things. You're right, but I think a lot of times for fans and for people that love the music, like the verses and the lines are the things that like make you like your favorite rapper more than the hook of the song. Like that there's two very separate arguments. You can argue. I don't think any rational person is arguing that the songs are bigger hits or more commercially viable because of the lines they like in the verse over the hook. But there are definitely an argument that the part you care about and the part you love and the part you talk about with your friends, like trading cards, where you're like saying, I like this more than this and I like you more than you, are not, like talking about Lupe Fiasco, it's not the hook to Superstar. I assume that's not like, it's not that. It's like that could be what drove them to get enough people to listen to it to make it matter. But there's just different. Like,
I love you like a fat kid loves cake.
Right. There's just so many lines
Girl.
You love me
on
now?
different songs. Like I mean, like,
And every song
and I'll
that's
break your face. Like all the records, like 50
I'll break your face.
Like when he comes in and patiently wait. I could go through every record and there's like lines that I love.
You
and
go
then, like,
against me, dog. You're making a mistake.
Ooh. That shit was hard.
With all them
Jackson
zippers.
jacket with all the zippers. like, don't get me wrong. I've been patiently waiting for that verse. The chorus is
Yeah.
great for a cat to explode. Great, but like I don't know. I'm just like I'm a verse.
If I
at
can't
the end of the day,
do it, homie, it can't be done. So I'ma let the champagne bottle vibe. I'ma take it to the top. So I'ma make it hot, baby.
Baby. That's hard.
Come on.
But yeah, Ms. Hummus, though, if you have any ideas, or if anybody has any ideas for sound bites, for drops, for things that we should incorporate to these shows, let me know. Please let me know. You can hit us in the chat here. You can hit us on any of our social accounts, and we'll take a look at it, because we need to add some textures around here. And my reflexes keep trying to do 1 second applause all the time. Let's see what we got. V Sorceress says, no rapper has ever been given a bombastic side eye for another writer doing the hook. You're making an argument that no one is debating on. That's true. That is true. I feel like we've talked about this, though.
Yeah, no one's giving him a side eye because everybody moves the goalpost because they say writing the hook is not writing for some reason. So it's like it is
Carrying the
writing.
flag. I like how you're carrying the flag for songwriters. I like it.
Because that's what I mean. If I write the hook and you say it, you said the hook.
Yeah.
Period.
Mika Red, big shout out to Mika Red. If someone pays $50 to see Mayweather on pay-per-view and invited 2,000 people to watch, Floyd didn't win. Keep that in mind, non-Drake fans. Ooh, interesting.
Well, they actually take that into account with the revenue too. When they do pay-per-view, as far as how many people actually watched it, they take into a part. They monetize the people you invite to your house. They have a number that they attach to it. They assume like when you order a fight at your house, they assume that more than 2 people are going to watch it. So when they talk about how many people that watched it, that's added into the number, which contributes to his money. So yes, I'm basically just ruining her what she had to say. And look, take that.
Shout out to K-Way for real. K-Way says, hypocrisy angle will never work. He's already addressed it on To Pimp a Butterfly and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. And it's impossible to live in a world without hypocrisy. Some folk got a problem with the LMNOP community but love Chick-fil-A. Oh God.
I do love Chick-fil-A, and
Awful.
I wish Chick-fil-A opened on Sundays.
Awesome chicken, awful politics.
Yeah, I wish they opened on Sundays.
Mika Red says, Stat, I love you, but you're being disingenuous. You know, when referring to Drake, people are talking about lyrics, whole reference tracks, and him saying he wrote all of his records. Stop it. He did say he writes timestamp records, and we did spend the beginning of this episode, this live today, with you, I think, aptly and brilliantly pointing out all of the collaborative threads that run through 1 a.m. in Albany.
Hey, listen, man. Did I say he tells the truth all the time? I never said that.
You lied on your interviews. You lied about your search. You lied about that.
And because of how you guys judge him, I wouldn't tell y'all the truth either. I'd be lying just like him.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Well, how's the theme song go? How's our theme song go?
If I was Drake, I'm not Drake.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying.
If I was Drake, I would be lying to y'all too. Like I'm getting the raw meat.
My bad. I misheard that. I was saying we got to change our theme song then.
Hey man, so this don't have nothing to do with nothing.
But real quick, I do want to say this. This is this. Let me bring this back up. This is Mika. Mika Red has now asked me multiple times for the full version of the theme song because she loves it so much and wants to know when it's going to be on DSPs. Stat.
I got nothing to do with that. That's Mark. That's Mark Batson.
Mark. Okay, Mark gave us a clearance.
So
I asked him. I said. I screenshot.
Look at DJ over there giggling.
I'm calling Carl Cherry right now.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get this up.
Hey yo, let me tell y'all something about this thing.
I do think it's a really good idea to do that for any other reason that people can use it on Instagram.
The only way we got that beat for free is because Mark Batson said I had to rap on it. I wouldn't have rapped on it if we didn't get it for free. So that's just what that was. Mark made me do that. Justin was in all his splendor, secretly recording me while doing it.
I got video. Let me see. Let me pull it up.
Oh, BTS? Oh, man.
Yeah, I got BTS. So start recording this.
It's terrible.
Yeah, we should use this somewhere.
He was loving that, and I was definitely.
I forgot I had that.
Side eye. But shout out to Mark Batson, man. We really appreciate you for letting us use that music. You know,
let's see.
Phenomenal producer. And DJ was like, "What? The album?" So terrible.
I mean,
I gotta find it. I'll look for it. And maybe
don't. Hopefully, it's not in there. So
no, it's definitely in there.
It's not there. It's not there.
I do a great job of documenting things.
No. It's gone. It's gone.
I don't delete anything either.
It's deleted. It's gone. It's gone.
Like my unpublished stuff is actually pretty insane.
It fell out of your phone.
We'll find a way to work that in. We'll go surprise that one day. Maybe we'll do it on the Tuesday live. Have Loyal put it on the screen. You got to establish the lore. Thomas Fanto says it takes a whole village: lovers, haters, neutrals, trolls, bots, and if you take one out of the equation, Justin will be writing the Last Dragon prequel novels. I read that funny. If you take one out of the equation, ? Justin will be writing the Last Dragon prequel novel. Oh, I did have an interesting conversation about that today. I was talking to. I'll tell you guys offline. But someone did call me, and they said that they were watching Culture United last night. They said they were actually trying to figure out a way to do that too, write a prequel. And I told them that we were working on one too, and they were like, "Yo, let's work on it together." They said the only difference is he has film experience and television experience. He's written a lot of shows, so we'll see what happens with it. But it was actually an interesting call because the prequel will go up. There's so much. Show Enough is the star of The Last Dragon. I mean, Bruce Leroy, sure, but Show Enough is carrying that that whole experience from a personality standpoint. GD Brown 86 says, "Good Lord, between Stat and the other label exec on Rap Roundtable, I gotta listen to Sell Out by Scarface after every podcast." Wow.
Sell Out.
It's a great song.
Yo,
too.
what's up? Hey man, listen, man. Listen.
How could it say? That's great.
Sell Out. First of all, just so you know, the guy you're listening to is like my uncle. Him and Bun Beat is like my family. These guys ushered me into the industry, so I have a record with Scarface. You should go check it out. It's really good. And he would definitely not call me that. We're not selling out, but we do have bills to pay, sir, just like you do. You know.
Time to rap again. Amir Mujakovic just became Amir Mujakovic.
Great names just to make you rap them. But
Made me want to suck a chick. Soccer chick is my
No,
boy.
no. We're gonna start off. No.
Oh no. Let's see. Take a hockey. Went to the movie, saw a hockey flick.
Yeah, he's
hockey
buffering.
flick with
I
my
don't know
boy.
if that's him or maybe that's me.
No, hockey flick.
Am I still online?
No, I'm buffering. No, I'm here. I'm back.
Okay. Good.
The
Yes.
hockey flick, Makovich. Yeah, I can't do you dog. You
Yeah.
gotta change your name to Dan the Man. Like
Just focus on the Amir part. Focus on the Amir part.
I'm here. Rocking with my boy Amir. It's clear. It ain't clear. I'm in the room with my boy Amir. Standing at the pier, everybody cheer. When they walk and they see that dog named Amir. And we right here, drinking a beer. Get your boat, then steer. Coming in from the rear. Ooh, I eat beef, but I don't eat deer. Flying in the Lear, rocking with Amir, and we right here. Terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. I gotta get some beats going.
It's better than the first round.
Yeah.
That's what happens, though. You know, this used to happen to me and my friends all the time when we would freestyle in the car. I mean, you're just trying to rhyme, and you say the dumbest stuff, like stuff that doesn't make any sense. You say things you categorically don't mean. Like, I remember my friend Sean, I talk about him a lot. He was freestyling with another friend of his. They were recording it. And my man was like, me and my niggas blowing dick. But he didn't mean it. But that's how it came out. And we still pick up to this day. Just trying to rhyme has you saying some crazy shit. You know what I mean? So. K-Way says, Stat, do you like Truffle Butter, the song, and the body?
I was like.
And the body, is that, oh, come on, bro. Is that body fluid? Hey, yo, man. Hey, yo, dude is crazy. I subscribe to your channel, you wild man. I'm a subscriber over there, dog. What you got going on over there, dog?
That's so funny. This one from Coco Blueberry once again says, Drake seems to lack self-awareness. He continues to trust people who clearly don't trust him and will line him up. Once a lame.
Dang, he's a lame? I could understand you.
No, it's a quote. Once a lame, always a lame. From Euphoria.
Oh, he said that?
Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power, the fame would make me go away? Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever walked your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid $500 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight. Hate when I rap. I talk about guns, and someone they died, they turned into none. They pray for the city. They like some digital hugs.
You know, Kendrick was riding on that thing.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, he was
sliding on that one. So nuts. Big shout out to you, Coco Blueberry. Thank you very much. Did we do this? Oh, there. We got PB Lay said, fuck it, I'll throw $20 more at it to back DJ up. They both made their industries tons of money while helping to drive down the actual quality. Proud to pay. Shout out to Nipsey. I like it. I'm not bad at it.
That's a great. They're very similar in a lot of ways, for sure. Drake and LeBron, but I just think LeBron is higher up as far as the greatness conversation.
Yo, this one right here is. I love this next one so much. Stacks of Vinyl says your show is called The Third Verse, not The Hook.
Well, listen, yeah. Stacks of Vinyl. Listen. Because the third verse doesn't exist anymore. That's the point. If the hook didn't exist, it would be the hook. It would be called the hook if the hook went away. Third verses don't exist. That's the point. This perspective doesn't exist. That's why when DJ says, "What are you talking about? Why are you saying it like that?" That's why it's our perspective. It's different than everybody else's. Can't be like everybody else.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that rebuttal. I still like the super chat more.
Yeah. Me too.
Can't Wait For Real says, heard Dr. Cheyenne Bryant wrote for Aubs on Ickman.
She's having a rough week right now. Shout out to Cheyenne Bryant. She having a rough week, man.
Will Thompson Fargo says, who does 1 a.m. elicit response from? Who should it? I guess, this is 1 a.m. in Albany.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
so who should respond? I guess that's the question.
Joe Budden and Kendrick's going to respond as well.
Kendrick's going to respond?
Yeah, but he's going to do it how he does it. It's not like going to be a whole song. It's just going to be him tapping them.
Right.
He'll just give him a couple of lines. He already killed them. So it's like, revive and resuscitate. I killed him already. I killed him again. I burned him up and did him again. You know what I'm saying? He going to hit you with that. A degenerate rapper, a degenerate, sentiment, intimate, degenerate, killed him again. Murdered him, killed him. He going to get all in there. You know what I mean? Because the reason why I know he's going to say something, this is why I know he's going to say something, because he doesn't like the Dr. Dre slander.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
He's going to say something about that. Like, dog, you can't do that, bro. I don't know who's advising him. Who one of your collaborator, that wasn't good.
Yeah, that just opens you up to way too many. Like that just
leave that alone, dog.
That just puts other guys potentially in the game that don't need to be there. Besides,
we all love dude, like all of us. I mean, Ice Cube, Snoop, like what are you doing? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Tupac just lifted his hand up, like he said, "What?" He said, who? I know I was tripping about Dre, but like, who? He said, "What? Not a Canadian?" Nah, dog. Nah, we ain't going for that. That's one thing about it. Like, you're not from over here, so when you do certain things, you just make everybody unite. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just all come together, and that's what you don't want. And people's gonna unite over dude. Like,
this is what I'm saying. Look, but this is what I mean. I don't mean to cut you off, but like, has Drake learned anything? He's still doing short jokes. He's still provoking the West, which is by far the most unified, region when it comes to it's time to ride. He's doing the same thing.
I think you better let it go. Let it go now, Drake. Looks like another love. TKO. Ho, ho, ho.
Teresa, big shout out to Teresa. She says, it's okay if people don't like it, and it's okay that you do stat. Don't make us haters.
You're right. You're right, Teresa. You're right. But when I call it hate, it's just how it's discussed. It's okay for not liking something. That's fine. You're right. You're right, Teresa. You're absolutely not wrong. You great opinion. But it's just when Justin does it, he does it with such the vitriol behind the voice, the sarcasm, the look on the face, the laughter. It just doesn't feel right, man.
It's an amazing case study. We have to agree with that, right? I mean, here's a guy who played a Make-A-Wish kid, Wheelchair Jimmy, on the Canadian Saved by the Bell, rises to rap superstardom off of, incredible songwriting, does a lot of, he does a lot of, industry track stealing, backbiting, gets called out in Shakespearean fashion. 2 years later, still hasn't learned anything. Like it's Shakespearean. It really is.
You said like incredible. You said incredible songwriting. And it sounded like a diss.
Yeah,
like
it did sound like a
you can't even say anything nice about him, and it sounds
compliment him without this.
I said incredible songwriting.
The tone was kind of, but yeah.
It's an amazing story. Like the Canadian Zach Morris, like got to the top of hip hop and was reminded that you just can't buy everything. Everything isn't for sale, K-Way For Real says the irony of Steph having more in common with Kendrick besides with Drake is pretty much colorism summed up. Little man that loves God and family. Then he doubles up and says, but then again, like Drake, Steph is against affordable housing and his woman embarrasses him repeatedly in public.
Oh. Man, Steph should have sat that one out. Steph should have sat that one out.
Bennett For Real says the bars don't match the swagger.
Whose bars?
I think he's talking about the song. I think it's about 1 a.m. and I don't know. I would
guess that's what it's about, but I don't.
He should have been in the bed. That's what he should have been. He should have been asleep at 1 a.m. like a grown man supposed. You 40 years old. Go to bed, Drake. This song should be 1 p.m. 1 p.m. at the house.
Right. 3 p.m. picking my kid up from school.
Exactly. Talking about 1 a.m.
What's that? The Canadian Starbucks, Tim Hortons or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
1 a.m.
like
1 a.m. in Albany. Boy, you better go home, go to bed. We know you're too old to be up that late. We don't be up like that. Go to bed, boy. You're 40 years old.
Midnight Rewind. Sad, do you think Kendrick will respond? I think we just talked about that.
Yeah. Yes.
And let's see what we got here. Ms. Hummer says, Stat respond on Dre's behalf.
Yeah, come on. I agree.
Now listen, Drake would wash me in the battle. He would beat me in the battle. He had too much history with the public.
Right.
He could talk about my album that never came out, my failed rap career. Oh, it'd kill me.
He's gonna tell the other side of that story with Tahiri and Dre's studio from his perspective.
Exactly. There's no other perspective. She came in there being rude. She was very rude, and she got disciplined. Not like we told her about herself because she was rude. And he stepped in like a gen. He stepped in to, hey, get her up out of here, dog.
Yeah.
See why Joe ain't marry you.
Tina Connor says, ego can't be fed and Drake's won't let him move past defeat. In a genre built on battling, holding an L reflects character. Drake is too insecure for rap.
Well, I'm going to let me say this. Every rapper is insecure. Most artists are very insecure. All of them. And they don't, and self-reflecting is not something that they do well. We didn't really get to talk about it, but Lizzo just put out a whole soliloquy about her label not supporting her and what she's doing because people don't know her album's coming out. But the reason we don't know your album's coming out because you had hit records. That's why we knew it was coming out before. And if you don't write those again, then we're not going to know. You have to do what got you here. She's not doing what got her. So she's not self-reflecting. She's not looking at herself to like, hey, people aren't gravitating to my record. She's pushing blame. Most artists do this all the time. Yeah, all of them. It's the label's fault. They're not promoting it. People like it.
It is very much business of if it's successful, I did it. If it doesn't work, you didn't do it. Very, very. It's very
like watching Chris Brown right now tell everybody like, oh yeah, y'all hating. My real fans really love it.
My real fans love it. Yeah.
No, Chris, we're all your real fans. We don't like it. It's not as good as the other stuff. Nothing against you personally, champ. You're a dope artist and you're incredible. You miss. It happens to us all.
And that's the last super chat we have.
And on that note, listen, thank you for joining us, everyone. We appreciate you. Me and Justin will be back in the morning. DJ is always welcome to hop in. We'll be so tomorrow morning, DJ, at 8 a.m. We're gonna go through the album song for song. So it comes out tonight.
I know it comes out. I know it comes out tonight.
You gonna jump on? You gonna jump on tomorrow?
I'm gonna listen. I'm definitely listening.
Okay.
I'm listening to the album tonight.
Okay, gotcha.
You two idiots. Of course, I'm gonna do that if I don't jump on. But I mean, like,
okay.
But I mean, it's the first album I've wanted to listen to it. At 9, my time in a while. So I'm excited.
Right.
So yeah, tomorrow join us at 8. Me and Justin and DJ possibly just like every show. Is he gonna come on? Is he not? We don't know. Is he gonna walk through the door? Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. Y'all got to tune in to see. You know what I mean? But we're gonna be going through. Me and Justin will be there going through the record for sure. And we appreciate everybody. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much. If y'all missed anything, go back. We covered this song ad nauseum, and we'll be covering the album tomorrow. So y'all, we can all be in there and to listen to Justin hate on the album and me tell him that it's not that bad.
I hope it's good. I always go into an album hoping it's good. Just like anytime I went to the movies, I hope it's a good movie. I hope the things that are supposed to entertain me, entertain.
Well, I think it's going to be good. I have faith in Drake. I think he's one of the greatest to do it. So that's where we at. Third verse, y'all.
The third verse.
Peace.
Whatever you wanna know, whoever you wanna see.
The place you all need to be.
Third person.
The place you can't leave. The seed that plants seeds. The place you allowed to talk free. Whatever you wanna know, whoever you wanna see. The place you all need to be.
Third person.
The place you can't leave. The seed that plants seeds. The place you allowed to talk free.